I know we start in Romans 15 and 4. Maybe we'll finish up some today. We'll see how that works anyway. But we definitely have to start at Romans 15 and 4. Y'all all right? All right. Let's see anyway. Romans 15 and 4. For those watching in first time, listeners, whatever, we're using Beth HaMashiach. This program we're using today as well as past times we use, but as he see fit, we might change and move, never know. Romans 15 and 4. All right, listen.
For whatever Nikatab before,
whatever was written before,
Nikatab to Lamadus,
it was written to teach us, to show us, to instruct us. Go ahead.
So that through endurance,
so going through without giving way,
and through the Nakum of the Ketubim,
and the comfort of the writings,
we might have Tikva.
We might have a cord. We left off yesterday. I kind of left off. We were talking about a couple of things yesterday. Well, I know last night we started talking about the sword of his anger, which was good for us to talk about for the fact of a lot of times when things happen, we are quick to assume or give the preeminence to somebody else versus understanding how Elohim works. That's part of, Baraka, his name, having the adoration because you know the qualities, you know the attributes of his name, you know the effects, we know the triumphs, we know our own defeats, so we know how to acknowledge him. And that's why it's so important that we be taught of him. Let's see, 6 and 44, Yahuchanan. They're called John. We can come back to it and get. I do like the statement, according to he has chosen us in him before the foundation. It's definitely good to know that this ain't something he just came up with on a whim at the last minute. I like to kind of know that the end has already been determined as far as I don't know how to put it wrong. Yaqrah 6 and 44. All right, listen.
No one is able to come to me unless Abi, who shalak me, draws him.
That's the one. What's it? 6 and 44. I said 45.
44.
6 and 44. All right. No one is able to come unto me except the Abi, my Father who sent me draws him. Track. Can we see what draw means? I'm sure to tell us about sketching and other things as well. All right, active select the name. Hold on, let's go back up for a second. So as to make it follow behind. This is 1, 2. Produce an image, picture, diagram, make lines. Pull or drag something such as a vehicle so as to make it follow behind. Pull or move something in a specific direction. Gently pull or guide someone as in a specified direction. So that's interesting. To draw. What I saw y'all was kind of. I think I seen another definition. Did y'all see something else? What? Show it to me. What are we saying? Well, I like this. Gently pull or guide someone in a specific, specified or specific manner. What do y'all think about that? Anybody got any reference? Hands. Good. That means y'all were never taught it. That makes sense? Wow. You know the answer? How many of you had right yesterday? You weren't going to answer nothing today. What made you do it? Your wife don't have to hold your hand down? Who there? Who told him man to keep shooting? Now don't look around. Just look on that way right now. Do not try to cut your eyes back. Right answer. All right. Wrong answer. Why you keep moving your hand every time I ever? Wrong answer. Let's see. All right. Hold on. You take your hand off. We got a disturbance in the class. What is it? Do you have that problem? There's always some student that's. What happened? You said say it again. Say that post question. Say that and pose the question. So when I did the first 2 times, where were you? Right there. Okay. That's gonna cost you a check. No, when I was looking, he was saying no one can come under me except the Abi, which is Abi, my father, which sent me, draws him. Okay. So we went to look up the definition of draw. Of course, it put sketch and diagrams, produce an image, trace, direct, pull, or drag something, such as a vehicle, so as to make it follow behind, pull or move something in a specified direction, gently pull or guide someone in a specified direction. Come on, Mr. Come on, Mr. Oh, I got 2. Let me put the answer. Go ahead. Hold on, before you tell them that, let them hear what you just said.
I have at least 3 different answers that all work.
What? So all the people that had y'all hear this? 3 different. How many of y'all think I was looking for 3 different answers? Lenita, you know you got to check, right? She sat here and said, "That's it, 3 answers." Check. Minimum 3.
Minimum. Honestly, minimum. You can work any 3 of them.
Well, you got 1.
I give you 1. I think you leave.
Okay. That's a good one.
I appreciate y'all heard you. You being serious? You being serious?
It was. I mean, you got your check.
It was a good one, though. You were serious
for a check? Yeah, I was serious. It's a good one for a check. All right. Who had a hand up? I think the class that Sturman had that Karen. You don't want Ian to get no check? No, sir. She like, please, Ian, we got too many checks. Ian feeling good, though. He in the spirit. So, yeah. Now, let's see what Ian, Ian, what you got? Train up that Benin in the way that this will go. Come show me an example, like train up. Come on here, come on. Come show me. Like, show me an example, like, I'm trying to like train them up, like, take this and put a check. So when you get old, don't depart from it. Anytime it's wrong, put a check up there. See, that works. Now he out there. So what was the problem when you want to hear the question again? You want to hear, all right, so kids, what you think? How do you guys got 3 and 2? When have I ever asked y'all for 3 and 4 answers? How about we just got 1 of them? He said he'll take 1. How about I'll take 1? All right, go ahead. What is it?
Yeah.
That was the answer. What y'all talking about?
That's right.
Husha.
11.
It's not even the 11th chapter. What are you talking about? Was it the 11th chapter? No.
Yes, sir.
Husha, the 11th chapter. No, I got to check. I'm the one posed the question based off of looking at what they had up there for the definition, which makes sense. The book of Husha. Is it the 11th chapter?
Yes, sir.
11? What do 11 I want to read down? Husha, they call it Hosea. I'll read it down. I think it's talking about Yahusha. See, the questions I always pose to y'all are questions on things y'all been taught anyway.
That's right.
I know people might say, well, I put it aside, but it all makes sense. You're looking as to pull something in a direction to make it go as in to follow, which should make sense because we just read, we read it all the time. I said, well, let's just look up draw. And then looking up draw led us over to him, right? Let's see. That's what he said.
When Yahusha was a youth,
what happened? I
ahabbed him, and out of Mizraim I carved my being.
Instead of Beni or Na'ar. It's a Na'ar. Okay. And see, then I called my being out of Mizraim. Y'all see that? And that's exactly what he did. Even it came to Yahushua. Yahusha was Yasharal. So when he was Na'ar, was growing up to be, that's when he called him outside of Mizraim. He sent him out Akida and let Yusuf know to get him out. And he fled out there by Layla. So he let us know the same thing when he came and got us out. He kept telling us, Yasharal is my firstborn, remember? Although he called it to us, he was actually talking about Yahusha.
That's right.
Yahusha was his firstborn. Hello?
That's right.
He the firstborn. All right, which means he's the first in rank. Y'all got it? He's the first in rank is pretty much what you kind of look at. Let's see what he told you.
As they Kara them, so they went from their Pani, they Zabak, to the Balaam, and burned incense to graven images.
You see what we did? When people call us, what we did? We went right to it. Come on.
Yet it is I who taught Apharim to Halak. I took them in my arms, but they did not know that I healed them.
See that? They had no idea that he was the one leading them. Apharim would be the fruitful, wouldn't it? Let them see what Apharim would. Let them see it as fruitful. That's how we knew he hadn't cut Yasharal off. See, that's where names make a major difference. People coming and seeing Yahusha, they knew what it meant. Know what his name was when they told Myrene what they were going to name him. She said, you should name him Yahusha. Why? Well, he should save his people from their Kataim. So people who were looking to be delivered from their Kataim were looking for him. The people that weren't looking for him. Just like people today. You're not looking for him because you don't feel like there's a need. You don't realize a lot of times he's the one that's keeping you. He's the one that's providing for you. He's the one protecting you. Because you don't see it. You assume in yourself that things are just kind of, some kind of way just working out. Nothing's just working out. That's the way he predestinated. Just like choosing us to be Kodash without Kataim before him and Ahab. He actually set that up. It's preordained. It ain't something you just come into. You just happen to stumble across. It's stumbling across you, but it was already predestinated by him. Y'all got it? All right, so Apharim, look at this. Now he told you the head of Yasharal was who?
Apharim.
Which meant fruitful. How was he going to cut off? Why would you think he was going to cut Yasharal off? He took a man and put him over him. Apharim is the head of Yasharal. Now, how was he going to cut them off when their name was fruitful? Isn't that right? Fruitful meant they were going to continue to flourish. They were going to continue to sprout and grow. So why would we think he was going to cut them off? And a lot of times people believe that he was going to cut them completely off. You can't cut off fruitful. Y'all got it? The name denotes what he's going to do with them. This was a symbolism of hope to these people. And that's what you need today. You don't get it. You don't have any meaning behind your name. You don't have any meaning behind nothing going on. Everything that you see, you don't realize a lot of these things play a part into what he's getting ready to do. But the way you watch and you see things, you're programmed to just take it the way your oppressors give it to you. They don't get about no spiritual outlook. A lot of these different groups are nothing but cults. They're just trying to program people to rip them off and make a fool out of them and get them ready for something that make no sense of what they're trying to do. Our goal is to make sure that we're personally ready when this man calls.
That's right.
That's the goal, just make sure we're ready. Everybody trying to unravel all these mysteries. All you got to do is sit down and do just like he told you. Walk humbly before you.
That's right.
Y'all got me?
Yes, sir.
He already told us what he wanted to do. Everything else going to play itself out.
That's right.
It's just our goal to make sure we're doing what we're supposed to do. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
If you got expectation for salvation, then your mindset and your goals need to be to make sure that you following the rule that he set him for. Y'all got it? Okay. So yet, he said, yet it is I who limited them. Apharim, I taught Apharim how to do what? Wow. Who told us about that? Hands. Good answer. Okay, Ian raised it slow this time. Let's see what Ian got. What you got, Ian? You couldn't have an answer now you're thinking about an answer. That's gonna be another check. Touch how to. Come on, I know you got a check. Good answer. I had Boston before you back down. What you got, Boston? Shaul. What was you gonna say? What you gonna say? What you say? You heard that man say? He said, man, they wallowing in the blood. Oh, what you said again? Come on there, why I can't hear you. No, come on here. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the same thing. That man, wallowing in blood is walking. I know he's trying to. Woo, that's tight though. How you got all the way over there? You said I want to give it to you. You didn't earn it. You earned the check. He took something from Yahuchanan.
Chapter 16.
When he talked about him. Come on, baby, my brother just said that. He said, my brother, y'all, listen, I was in here getting on there. I said, Boston, my brother, he keep talking, it's the noise keep coming, it's the reverb and coming back to I said, preacher, we bad work. I said, I'm telling you, he complained about it. He said, my brother called, he said, Carl Kentley, he said, it ain't no reverb. He said, just listen real close. I heard it, Chris. How you get this knowledge all of a sudden the day you answer these questions? What has knowledge been all these other days? That's what you be doing, give him a chance. All right, the next question, Chris got to answer. All right. You ready for it, Chris? We'll find it. Ain't going to be early, Chad. How many of y'all know he's going to be back up here again? Look at them hands, Chris. Why all these people believe you're going to be... Racism? Are you serious? That man said racism? Y'all the people serving with him, though. So yeah, he said, yes, it is I who limited Afarim to walk. So Shaul did tell her, furthermore, you received of us. And that'll make sense based off of what? He said he did hands. What statement? Got a man, got y'all already. The white, tell him. He that heard you, hear me. Here it is. Come put that check up there. Go ahead, boss. I have never read that one. You want the white to put that up with you when he comes? They're not humble. That man that humble. Yeah, I'll take them. Now we give them to you. That is school system. So no, what you want to say? You had your hand up. You ain't caring. How you had your hand up and you holler me? It do it hurt you to be wrong. Yeah. For some reason, it don't bother me. One answer? Cause we got Carrie and we got you probably want to see if you can still find if it's right. We can see if they got the right answer. You had your hand up? Yeah. You had your hand up? Hold on, did that man just have his hand the whole time? Well, think about it. The man's statement is this. Yet it is, that's plural singular. Well, Shaul said we didn't work together with him. Because Shaul said, furthermore, you received of us how you ought to walk. So now he singularly, he said, I taught him. Now Shaul said, you received of us how to walk, from Yahuwah and from us. Hello? That's what he told y'all in 2 Corinthians 6:3. We then as workers together with him. Beseech you also. So, I mean, you count this as statement. See, sometimes what people look for is how to trap them up in statement. See, that's how I know Paul is a liar, because Elohim said he the one taught. Now he lying saying he taught us. The man's not lying. The man said we then as workers together with him. Y'all got just like, no, it's the same pattern when you look at the Shalakim. Everybody didn't see Yahusha get taught by Yahusha, but they got taught by the Shalakim. So you got the same information. So they can say we then as workers together. Y'all got it? He sent them out how? So how are they working singular? So they can say working together. Okay. Working for the same goal. So he said he taught Afarim how to halak. I took them in my arms, but they did not know that all right, come on.
I led them with cords of Adam.
He led them with the cords of a man. And with what?
Bonds of Ahab.
And what happened?
And I became to them as one who lifts the yoke from their jaws.
And?
Greatly I give food to them. Gently I give food to them.
So you can see talking about he took the cords and how he led them. So now we in the 6th chapter, we'll go back to the 6th chapter book of Yahuchanan, 6 and 4. But we had to kind of move around a little bit. The goal is to try to understand the statement. Not to just kind of read and follow. We want to understand the statement. You know, for taking them, we had to take each word and dissect them to see what the meaning is, and see in what context was he making this statement. Y'all got it? Let's see what he told us 6 and 44. Listen.
No one is able to come to me unless Abi, who shalak me, draws him.
See, that's the only way. So I had to put cords on you and I had to lead you. Y'all got it? That makes sense? Based off of what y'all just read. What else can we tie in that to solidify that statement? Based on what we just read. Good answer. And you know I'm asking y'all something you haven't been taught. Chris.
Yes, sir.
He told her he took the cord drawing. He talked about taking cords and leading somebody gently and bringing them as to make them follow. Chris. You know I get a check when people don't know their name. Now what y'all doing? What you doing when people don't know their name? When you call something? I don't want to break the. It mess up. It ain't me, man. It ain't. But, y'all know how that bad that thing hurt me. I holler Chris, that man. Well, since you're going, tell Chris. Oh, Chris got. Come on. So they might listen. If Chris get it wrong and you get it right, you don't get a check. If Chris get it wrong and you get it wrong, it's 2 checks. So what's your anticipation? You gonna get it right. All right, Chris, what you got?
Take my yoke upon me, on you, follow me.
Okay, what you got? Tell them we started. Tell them 15:4. Romans 15:4. Might have that card. That's right, thank you. Here's Zechariah 11:28. Get it, Mathathyahu.
Where them races at? Where them races at?
Oh, it's still time to come. You know what he said? He said, I bet you ain't sleep. Listen, man, it's always something. Listen, that place is one of them strange places you never know what's going to happen. Josh already told he leave. I said, you look real nice down here, Joe. He said, I'm like, you're cold. I'm about to get out of this place any minute now. I'm finna get out of here. What? Is that somebody leaving? You just got him. I'm finna leave, George. All right, this is 11:28, the book of Mathathyahu. Based off the statement, based off the definition. Y'all got it? Listen.
Turn to me, all who labor.
20, that's 28?
Yes, sir.
Back me up a little bit.
Yes, sir.
26, good 25 be fine. All right, listen.
At that time, Yahusha answered and said, I, Hadu you, Abi, Adon of the Shamayim and Arats, that you have hidden these things from those who are Chakmah and Da'ath, or would it be Banah, and have revealed them to infants.
The Chakmah is a wisdom. Then there's another wisdom. I can't remember the pronunciation of the other wisdom you get that comes from Elohim. So there's a wisdom that's of the alarm, and there's a wisdom that comes from Elohim. Okay, because he did talk about, because he hid these things from the, what they would call the wise, the Chakmah, the wise. So there's a wisdom that's of the world, and there's a wisdom that comes from Elohim, the skill set. Okay? So let's look. We know everything comes from Elohim, but we're talking about a Ru'achni attribute. Just like when he gave them the wisdom to build to build the tents and to make the garments that they wore. There's the wisdom of the alarm couldn't teach you that.
That's right.
That wisdom had to come from Elohim. He told, said, I've given them that wisdom.
That's right.
So that's why it's important to recognize. So here he's saying, I hid it from them, and he said, hid these things from those who are Chakmah and understand what happened. Kakamine. Yeah. That be wise. Yeah. No. Yeah. And understanding. And have revealed this to infants. Listen what happened.
Yes, Abi, for thus was the will in your sight.
We just talked about this will. What do we look at? Nobody remember will? You're looking at your word, you're looking at your chart. Who remember without looking? Here we go. Tell them what you said, Jonah. Future intent. That's right. So you think about it. Did those people, was it hidden from them then? No. It was already before that. It was his will to hide it from them. See, now you think about this. You're able to see today. Why? This was already predestined for you to see it. See, we moved back to what we started on Kamashi Layla, what they would call Wednesday night. So we're learning now that he told us, according as he had chosen us before the foundation of the alarm, that we should be in him without blame, and we're supposed to be kudash, separated in a heart. So he's already predestinated this about us being kudash and without blame. The only way we be without blame is to have information to know what designate rights and wrong, what designate right and wrong. A lot of people they don't have the knowledge. Then they don't consider what's to happen if I commit that. See, these are things you have to do. If you're going to get to a point that you're going to stop committing sin, just be basic. The first thing you got to do is, what is sin? Sin is a transgression of the law. Transgress is to go against, okay? That's the first thing. Like, in order to cut a fade, you don't follow the hairline pattern. You go against it. Y'all got it? This is what you do with the law. You fading. That's why he's talking about these people talking about taking away. Because at that point you're fading. You're going against something. You got it? This is what sin is. So now since we understand what is sin, sin is a violation. When there is a law and when that law is impeded, when you go against that law, at this point you have become a transgressor, okay? When you commit sin, just like any law you have out here, there is accountability. The accountability for a person committing sin is moot. All sin got the same, it's got the same penalty, death. So where we'll look at a person, man, look at them sisters, that liar. Who don't tell lies? He said, well, in that case, who ain't a sissy? He said, hold on for a minute. You saying everybody a sissy? You saying everybody a liar. Yahucha saying, I'm saying everybody a sissy. You say, I ain't no sissy, but you're a liar. Yeah, I'm a liar. He said, well, both of them getting the same penalty. So I'm like Breeza said, the only person with sin was cripples and sinners. And then Cookie said, I don't see the difference. So now he looks at when you commit the violation, the penalty is the same. We as people look at things greater than others. Like me, a child molester. He said, okay, a person that lusts in their heart. Who don't lust? He said, well, everybody a child molester. I said, hold on for a minute. I ain't no child molester. He said, well, you lust in your heart? I mean, that's different though. It ain't like nobody molest kids. He said, same thing in my eye. Because he's looking at, I got to give the same penalty. If I had to give the same penalty to a liar and a child molester, which one is different? This is why we screw up. Because you got big and little sin. This is your problem. This is everybody's problem. I'm hands off or whatever. He looked at it's the act. So the purpose was to teach us what he designates to be right and what he designates to be wrong. The only way to get you to consider them are the penalties. Considering that every one of these things are a violation, which means you're going to die. So when it goes, you start picking, saying, let me get a little lie, smidgen lust, just a little bit of lust, not a whole lot. Couple of drinks, you know what I'm saying? And the whole time he looking at it, well, really, you did the whole mean, all of the same thing. It don't matter what you get, all because you're going to get the same penalty. So when it's broken down to us and we understand it, then you realize why, come on, man, you can't do nothing, not when you consider my soul on the line. Is this helping y'all out? Yes, when you consider the problem becomes we as individuals, we grade what's the bigger, what's when you say, well, how is it you get to a point that you don't commit it? It's called, I start to love myself. See, I don't worry about if y'all catch me lusting. Me and him know what I was doing. It don't matter. I won't waste no whole lot of time. I don't keep them. Don't want to play with it. It's too much to throw away. What I'm going to get? That little, and somebody who molest a kid, who rape women, who homosexual, men are going to the same place. What I'm be saying? Or at least I ain't no sissy. At least I ain't molest no kids. At least I went on crack. They trying to say, you lost out because we got the same penalty. See, if you don't start to understand it that way, that's why you guys keep committing, because you keep thinking you're safe. You're not safe because he grades all of it and you don't get it. What gets us is the heart. The heart divides all these plans. So the goal is to try to teach man, to lead man, get man to follow in a way that he start to break the protocol, or him just what he said. It's kind of one of them things you do naturally. He said, that's why I got to put cords and I got to drag you behind me. I got to get you to follow. Y'all got it? Let's see what he tells right quick. We'll get back to it. So yes, my Abi, my father, for this was the in your this in his sight. So let's see. Come on.
Everything has been handed over to me by Abi, and no one recognizes the Ben except the Abba, and no one recognizes.
I'm sorry, and no one recognizes
the Abba except the Ben.
So you know what happened, and who?
Those whom the Ben desires to reveal him.
Okay, this is what we look at. everything has been handed over to me by my Abi, and no one recognizes the Ben except the Abba, and no one recognizes the Abba except the Ben. And to those whom the Son, the Ben, desires. Can we look at what desires is? Desire without the S. Another S will make it multiple. A strong feeling of wanting to have something, or they'll put wishing for something to. So you ain't gonna believe this. This man designated beforehand, I don't want some people to see it. At the same time, he designated, I want some people to see it. And he had a strong feeling of wanting to have something, or they put wishing for something to happen. That strong feeling, almost similar to lust. That desire. I wanted you to know this. That's why you guys getting it. It's not accidental. You ain't stumbling across nothing. He's already predestinated. It's stumbling across for you, but this is what I wanted. You see, you know what I'm saying? I wanted this, what Mr. Yahuwah want. Do he want me to know this? Do I want? That's a person having to teach it, so you will know it. I want you to keep thinking, man, you know what? Everybody else is supposed to know this but me. Are you understanding this? So how you coming up with he want everybody to know? You see some of the dumb, stupid stuff we say. You convince yourself out of something. He just clearly told you, I gave Hadu to Yahuwah for those he didn't let see it. But even so, though, as it seemed too, as you desired it, there are people you want. You have a strong desire for them to know this. Why? Why he wants you to know this? Hands. Good answer. Y'all know I'm asking you something you don't know. Why he wants you to know this? Hand. Oh, I got the bishop back there. Come on, bishop. That's a shaking hand. He did like this. Then his finger started crooking. It was going over like this. You gonna hold it? Huh? Tell him what you got. No, if you know the truth will make you free. How did they come out of Mizraim? That's right. They want to know what his name was. He told you if you know they might make you free. Then they come out of Mizraim. If y'all pay attention, the 4th chapter, he came down and he showed them all the signs and wonders. Then nothing pop up, nothing happened that they didn't know. 4th chapter right quick, the book of Alah Shamuth. 4, say that about 19, 22, 19, come to mind 22. See, this is where you mess up. And see, this is why people start looking at, he has a pattern. This is why people, when he said Barak Hashem, it's because we know his abilities. That made no sense. Let me tell you, he coming here right now, and we start seeing blood in the water. And we start seeing gnats, and we don't know. We panicking. We don't know who doing this. What's going on? That's why he had to let us know first. So when it comes, it won't startle you. You'll know. So he shipped Moshe down to work all of these signs and wonders. So they knew it. He showed it before he did it. You know what else got it and threw him off? When Yahusha would move. None of the Talmudim them knew that he was going to die. Nobody knew it.
Yes, sir.
It throwed them so bad, man, they didn't know what to do. That's why he called them a fool and slow, because you didn't believe. I told you. That's
right.
He kept telling, I'm going up to Jerusalem.
That's right.
Like, he'd get over to Capernaum, telling, oh, he's finna die over here in Capernaum. When did I tell you I was going to?
Jerusalem.
How did I tell you? So when I rode to Jerusalem on the donkey, you said, man, they finna kill him. You shouldn't have, because I told you I was going to be delivered in the hands of
evil men. That's right.
The people that came to get me were sinners.
Yes, sir.
So if you see me with some Sadiq men, why were you thinking I was going to die? I told you before, so when you run me, you done cut the wrong guy. You said, what you doing? That's my brother. Oh, blank. Can you hear him like you did that other guy that boy fell off the wall? Stop it. The purpose of telling you exactly what was going to happen so you would know. He told you, this day shouldn't overtake you. He said, the time and the season, you yourself perfectly well. You knew there was going to be a muhar, they would take him up. They knew this. He sat down with them and talked with them about it. Everybody jumps around. That's why he was angry with them. I went over this with you. Alah Shamuth 4:19, they call it Exodus. So we'll start out one way and go another way. You know why we can do that? It's called availing yourself. So when you got a message, and that's what you got, it can hurt you sometimes. Because sometimes you don't know how to, you can't distinguish, you can't change. Even when he sent them in the 2 Corinthians 11 chapter, 11, 14, 11, he told them about if it be some Nabi, and one be revealed to the first one, and the one speaking, and the second one, some be revealed, what the first one got to do?
Hold his peace.
Why you just don't get out with a different message? A lot of times it's based off people ability.
That's right.
A lot of people can't transition.
It's true.
He told the first one, hold it because I got something different I want to say, so I just use somebody else.
Right.
A lot of stuff just based off people, it ain't slacking nobody or whatever, but you start to understand how things work. He could change. I changed from what I was going to do. I got something else different I'm going to do. At the same time, I could teach you order. You know what I'm saying? They said, great meals of God can fight each other. It's an order how we do things. Things should be done with men Elohim. And just like with Shaul and with and Barnabas, there was a great distinction between them. But the Ruach clearly told you that he said it.
Yeah.
He said, I said to separate. He told them to separate. Now, did you think they knew they were going to wind up separate? That the contention was going to be so hard they were going to separate?
No.
If you read and people like it was confused, it wasn't confusion. It was just clear that the Ruach HaKodesh told them to separate for the word. They look at me, you work good. Why are we going to separate? Where do we get it from? Hands. I got one beach. I got a haul. Oh, hold on for a minute. I got to get that haul here. Kevin, was that an accident? All right, we got CL in the game with him. Robert leaned a little bit. Robert said, I know I'm supposed to be getting a check. Don't let it be two of us.
It's an easy one.
Oh, that's an easy one? Oh, let's see. Laban? There's going to be a check later. Hold on, let me tell you what name. Humpback had his hand up. He's standing in the bathroom. That man leaned in the bathroom like he tried to get. You tried to pull that for real. That was your answer. I got one hard. I got to come in for a minute. I see Jeremy back up. Wait, man, how many problems we had with you? We had some problem answering right. Why somebody on your pew laugh? Why two people on your pew laugh? You just trying to get it right. Hold on, we got the white back now. This a check or not a check? All right, let's see. Tell them. Simeon and Louis. That's what I'm saying. Come on, get it, big man. I'm gonna go back to the hall and come back in. Oh. That man went in and closed the door all the way this time. I gotta get you. That's a slick one, right? You still got your answer? It is easy.
I can't tell you.
Oh, you do? Go with Jared or go with you? Look at that man. I might go with Jared. You don't even know what the answer is. Oh, he do. What is it, Jared?
That's right. That's right.
Abraham. That what you? But if you'd have said it, because he got it wrong back down here, and he's still going. That's what I'm gonna say. But your answer that you gave out were answer that dealt with separation, just like Simeon and Louis and different things that they used because that was separation. But we're looking at a different act right here. We're looking at when we talked about Shaul and Barnabas. The difference was between them that the Ruach had them to separate for the word. If you look at with them, when you look at Simeon and Louis, they were separated because of the violence that these two caused. And he looked at they had shamed him. This was a whole different situation. People don't look at him. He said, Jacob told him, he's like, man, y'all just caused me a lot of shame. Y'all guys went and y'all killed a whole city. And he said, I'm going to divide y'all guys in Yasharal. Now, you could kind of use that, but it's not definitive. You see what I'm saying? You had to do too much explaining to justify the situation. But when you look at Luke, who they call Lot, and you look at Abraham, those two, their men had so much contention between them, and they were both drawn out. They both were, summoned out from Abraham's house. People forget Luke came out with him, his wife and his nephew Luke. Now, these two both grew. They were both two rich men, and their herdsmen started to have contention between them. So Abraham had to get with him and told, listen, we shouldn't have this among us. That we need to separate. If you go one way, I'll go the other. Or I'll go one way, you go the other. And when they split, look how things worked out for them. With Luke wound up going into the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. That later wound up getting burned down and getting destroyed. But you look at later, some of our people actually descended from him, the Moabites. That means of the father. That's what Moab is. It means they're of the father. So when you say you of Elohim, Elohim's your father, you ain't gonna believe it. If they tell you they're Moabite, that means I'm of the father too. See? And look at how, see, you got Ruth and Naomi, got to say, you can believe it. She was of the father. That's what they're talking about. We weren't supposed to take in another nation, but you got to remember she was a Moabite.
That's right.
Which means she's of the father. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of time people fighting situation, you really just need a teacher.
That's right.
That's all. People just need a teacher. They can't. That's why I tell you names are important because they're also symbolism to things. They give a direction. So when people look, they're not taking her in, but she's of the father. Hello? Okay. Which made her a fellow citizen and of the household. If I'm of the father, I'm not of the household?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Listen, this is 4:19 of the book of Alah Shamuth, which means, they call Exodus, which means the names. These were the names. Listen.
Now Yahuwah said to Husha in Midian, go back to Mizraim, for all the Anashim who are seeking your Kai are moot.
This is what I don't get. He was in Midian. This is where this is where Mount Sinai was. If Mount Sinai is in Mizraim, how do you tell him to go back to Mizraim when he's still in Mizraim? That makes no sense. That don't make common sense. Okay? Only you tell him to go back because he had to leave. Can you go back somewhere you already there? That means you already there. So you can't go. You've already gone back. He said to him while he was in Midian to go back to Mizraim. So there's no way Simon, that I'm saying Sinai, Mount Sinai they call it, is in Mizraim, except they sold it, anything to kind of get you off a diversion. For all of the Anashim
who were seeking your Kai are moot.
Okay. All right, come on.
So Musha took his Asha and his Bani and mounted them on a Kamor and returned to the Arats of Mizraim. Musha also took the staff of Elohim in his hand.
Let me ask y'all a question. Interesting in that statement, some sparked my mind. You kind of configure based off that statement why we're not in Jerusalem.
Yeah.
How many of y'all don't follow what I just said? He did. Y'all let a white man beat y'all out. Y'all booking a white man just shamed y'all. He just told Musha. What did he say to Musha? Where was he at, y'all?
In Midian.
I'm gonna say that. Where was he at, y'all? He was in Midian. And what he told him to do? Why he told him to go back to Mizraim? Oh, where? So why are you not back in Jerusalem?
Come on. Come on, preacher.
There's still people seeking your
Yes,
Kai.
sir.
I mean, just look at the logic.
Yeah. That's right.
Go back because I'm holding them back. No, those people still living. They'll kill you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hold your got right quick. That's how that works. Pick me up, you would. 7th chapter, book of Yahuchanan. You ain't going to believe it. I do this for a living. All the other stuff I do, I just be playing around. I send y'all pictures and video what I be doing out there. I don't consider that stuff work. This is my job.
Yes, sir.
Shaul was a tent maker.
Yes, sir.
Anybody got any picture of the tents he made?
No, sir.
I ain't got nothing but letters.
That's right.
You know, man, I bet he could build a tent day. I wouldn't be interested in seeing it.
That's right.
I said, can you just talk to me a little while? Be like, Kevin, can we talk? Looking at 7 and 1. Let's see. How did it work? How about it? Listen.
After these things, Yahushua.
What that mean after? Something happened before.
That's
Pay
right.
attention when stuff started. Don't make no sense to start. After these things, after what? Some things occurred before that. So I'm telling you now, after these things happened, this is what we went into. Listen.
After these things, Yahushua went into the Aras of Galil, continually passing through. For he did not.
Stop happened. What he did now?
Continually passing through.
Where did he go to?
To the Aras of Galil.
Galil. Okay. Oh, for Galilee. Go ahead.
Continually.
Go ahead.
Continually passing through, for he did not desire to halak in Yehuda, since the Yahudim were seeking to put him to moot.
You said where he stayed? He stayed in Galilee? and what he didn't want to do?
For he did not desire to halak into Yehuda.
And y'all do know in the writing declared that it's evident.
Yes, sir.
There ain't no speculation. It's evident
Sprang
that
out of
I
Yehuda.
was done. Where did he spring from?
Sprang out of Yehuda.
He sprang from Yehuda?
Yes, sir.
And where was he at now?
Galil. Continually passing through.
Continually? And doing what?
For he did not desire to halak in Yehuda.
That man said, listen, man, I have absolutely no wanting to go to no Yehuda. Why was it now?
Since the Yahudim were seeking to put him to moot.
It's really not that hard. This is what happened.
That's right. The Muhad of the Yahudim, the Muhad of Booths were drawing near.
Mm-hmm.
His Akim said to him, "Kum, and go from here to the Arats of the Yahudim, so that your..."
See what they told him? Kum, and go up to the Arats of the Yahudim.
"So that your Talmudim may also see the works that you do."
See that? They want to see your ability. They want to see the odds. What happened?
"For no one acts anything in secret while he himself seeks to be known openly."
That's what they're trying to say. All this secret stuff, people need to see it. Sometimes it ain't good for everybody to see everything. Trying to help y'all out now.
That's right.
Social media, everything. It ain't good for everybody to see everything.
That's
now.
right.
He telling y'all right now?
Yes, sir.
Listen.
"If you do these things, show yourself to the alarm."
See that? Show yourself to the alarm. Let the world see. The world
right.
need to see this. This ain't no secret. What happened?
"For even his Akim did not amon in him."
See that? And that brought the pad the same hands. Got Ray. What you got? What you got? Checkmate. Come on, big man. It's exactly right.
That's right.
The bee is not without honor saving his own house.
That's right.
And his own country.
That's right.
That's what he was trying to show y'all. You said they told his own brothers didn't even believe in it. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. A lot of stuff y'all do. See, if folks on here, they have more confidence in me than y'all do. But y'all gotta remember, that's how the book read. Even my family, they not gonna look at me the same way other people gonna look at me. They see me all the time. Now they look at, man, believe it, man. I mean, yeah, he's decent. Yeah, they'll tell you he's decent. He probably ain't the best they done seen, but he's decent. Why you think when they came out, who was it? He asked, who do people say I am?
Right.
One of them. I know he one of them. I mean, it's not definitive. They say maybe Yahuchanan. I know he one of them. Not versus he is he's
right.
the one.
Right.
Isn't that right? All of them wrote concerning him. You know what I'm saying? All of the writings were about him, but I mean, among his own people, you could expect that be with y'all. It's common. But that happened. But that's the book. It had to be fulfilled. He said, "You're not without honor saving your own town and your own country." You know what happened in that town? Say it did very few miracles. He like, why was I gonna waste my time? So he went to other place. They tell him, go show yourself to the alarm. People need to see you. Listen, even Herod, when Herod found out Pelotus had him?
He had to go see him.
He said, man, send that man, I've been waiting to see that guy.
That's right.
He like, man, I want to see he'll do it in that stuff. Probably set a bucket out there. Man, I'm thirsty. I don't want no water, full of water. I don't want no water. I'm just throwing it out there. I know it was the blood. Trying to get him to make wine for him. That would have told you. Herod was desirous to see him. He said, I've been wanting to see this guy. I heard a lot about him, but people in his region, man, I've seen that. I don't know how many times I've seen that man. You know what I'm saying? He looked like anybody else to me. Come on.
Yahusha said to them,
what did he say?
"My time has not come yet."
See that? My time has not come yet.
"But your time is always ready."
He said, your time always ready. You could die anytime.
That's right.
See, you ain't going to believe it. You know why he told him that? Because it's appointed under unseen one. So you can die before time. He told you that you can be over the Roshan.
Right.
I know. See, everybody think they're smart. It is appointed under unseen wind.
Wants to move.
And then after that, the move. But then he told you too that be not overly Roshan.
That's right.
Why? Because you can die before time. See, Yahusha couldn't die before time.
That's right.
See, he had to be an offering for the Muhad.
That's right.
See, there were entirely too many things had to be done.
That's right.
Then y'all had already spoke about this man and his time, what was going to have to happen. Y'all got it. 3 scores in 2 weeks would have put him after 3 scores in 2 weeks. We would put him at 33. After 32, 33, he was going to wind up moody. So he had to look at, there are levels. It's levels to this thing. See, you can screw up and do something, and you wind up dying before time. Yahusha couldn't do it. That's why he told him, see, you can go. You can die whenever. But me, see, I got appointed time for me. Y'all got it? So listen what happened.
"The alarm is not able to hate you, but it hates me because I testify of it that its deeds are Rosha."
You ain't going to believe it. That's why they hated Musha.
That's right.
Come on, man. You used to be
That's
up
right.
here with us. You get to run in your mouth, man. You was up here with us in leadership when we were beating these people.
That's right.
That's why they knew this man set position. He could expose everybody.
Right.
They can't hate. He said they can't hate me though. The Torah done already gave him rent. He said, renting your Torah. No reason at all. You hated me. See, all these things are important for you to realize. He looked at, that's why I couldn't go up at the first. Just like Husha, he had to wait because there were people waiting, just like you going back. Wait all the people that seek your life after he take them down. Then you'll be able to go back in safety.
Yes, sir.
He told you that Yaqrah, he said you were going to be quiet.
Yes, sir.
That's also for secure and safe.
Yes, sir.
Now you're going to shut up. You know what else made people start hollering and screaming? Because they don't feel like they're saved. They feel like something happening to them. He said when he got to Yaqrah, they were going to be quiet.
Yes, sir.
You didn't know that? Shoot, man, listen. When you heard when Ali came up to see Shamuth, he came up to see Shaul. What did he want to know? Why you think them sheep were bleeding? Why they were crying out? They were getting slaughtered. He told him to utter destroy all of them. He went back. He said, "Thus Yahuwah." He said, "I did all he done commanded me." He said, "What is this out here? The bleeding of the sheep." Those sheep were crying out. They were looking. I'm getting slaughtered. He said, "They're not quiet." If you don't, he said, I shouldn't have heard it. I shouldn't have heard no noise. See, so that's why he let her know Yaqrah was gonna be quiet. You know these folks around and say, "Hey, Ken, how you doing? You hungry?" All right, what's wrong with you? I gotta be quiet. No, he's talking about secure, talking about being safe. Yaqrah was gonna be safe. Because every time something come up, we started crying. We're children. What children do? They panic. They get scared. They become afraid. He told you who you were. You were the children of Yaqrah. Don't worry about it. So now you see why we kind of look at this situation. Let's go back to what we had right quick in the 4th chapter of the book of Alah Shamuth that they call Exodus. 4, what we left out, 19 still or 20? So we finished 19?
Yes, sir. We at 21.
All right, come on. At 21, we at 20.
I read 20, but I can reread it.
Hold on a minute. He read 20? Did he? I lost that. All right, come on. We'll read 21 then. Come on. You start where? Oh, they saying, well, come on, read it right quick.
Yes, sir. So Husha took his Asha and his Bani and mounted them on a Kamor and returned to the rocks of Mizraim. Husha also took the staff of Elohim in his hand. Yahuwah said to Husha, when you go to return to Mizraim, see that you perform before Pharaoh all the acts which I have put in your hand.
Hold on, say it again now. Do what Yahuwah said?
When you go to return to Mizraim.
No, when you go to turn back to Mizraim.
See that you perform before Pharaoh all the acts which I have put in your hand.
You see what he told him to do when he get back to Mizraim? I want you to perform all of the signs that I showed you. He gave him this. He gave him a staff.
That's right.
A shepherd's staff.
That's right.
So he was a ra'ah too.
Yes, sir.
So now we done seen a Kohan be a ra'ah. He was a Kohan too. He was from the tribe of Louis.
That's right.
Which made him a Kohan. And also, you look at that's why he was able to go up and make intercession.
That's right.
That's what the Kohan would do. The purpose he would take out, he would make an intercession for you. Transgress. What were the wages of this? So he come in, he made intercession, which also made him a mediator. So you understood why Yahushua had to have part symbolism of Louis and his bloodline from his mother's side. That would let him be able to stand in as a Kohan. See, none of this stuff can just happen. Because we have a Torah that doesn't allot for a lot of this stuff. That's why I told you it was evident that he sprang from
Yehuda,
which he said it spoke nothing concerning the priesthood.
That's right.
Which Kohan. But you got to start looking at people, family lineage, and you can start seeing where you can see where the connection came, where he would be able to show part Louis in his bloodline and still cover Yehuda. Hello? Okay, come on.
But I shall harden his lob so that he shall not let the arm go.
So what you think when he walked in to show these signs, and he get through doing all this stuff, and the man said no? Look like a fool. Like, man, I'm wasting my time coming here. I thought the man, he said, no, I told you before you went in.
That's right.
They don't try to, see, these people doing this stuff because they don't know him. It made no sense. You ain't going to believe it. He already had been taught Elohim. So he just taught me what I'm going to do. When I go here and I work these signs, I know this man he's not going to let us go. He already told me this. It's not going to make me stumble. I ain't going to fall. I ain't going to become unstable. I ain't going to panic and give up. Talking about maybe I'm in the wrong religion. I told you he wasn't going to do it. But there's going to be a testimony against him. Listen.
Then you shall say to Pharaoh, thus saith Yahuwah, Yasharal is my being, my firstborn. So I said to you, let my being go, that he may serve me, but you have refused to let him go. Behold, I shall kill your being, your firstborn. Now it came about at the lodging place.
Some of them you look at, even when it come with Adam, come with Ben, he called us the Benima Adam.
That's right.
Adam was the firstborn that we knew from the Basar, him. And he want to release, what's the whole purpose he trying to do? He trying to release her from Kataim. See, there's a bigger war than going to what you see with the flesh. He going to battle with Satan. He was just symbolism. He got a war he got with Satan. Think about who keeping you captive. Who keeping you held prisoner? Sin. That's somebody that rule over sin. And Yahuwah looking to destroy both of them. Hello? When Yahusha come back, he still got one more fight. The last enemy he got to destroy is Moot.
Yes, sir.
He still ain't done yet. He got some more fighting he got to do when he come back. Y'all got it. The fight not over yet. Why? If it's done, when he come back, it should be a reception.
Right.
When he come back, he got to fight.
Right.
Because he got one more enemy he got to destroy.
That's right.
He got one more enemy he got to destroy. Y'all got it. Come on.
Now it came about at the lodging place on the Darak that Yahuwah met him and sought to put him to moot.
Come on.
Then Sephora took a flint and cut off her being's foreskin and threw it at his feet. And she said, surely you are a bridegroom of Dam to me. So he desisted from him. Then she said, you are a bridegroom of Dam because of the circumcision.
Hold on, desisted, we turn away from. Look it up, desisted. Should probably turn away. Really? Oh. Cease, abstain. Okay. So he ceased. I said turn away. He ceased. So we say how important how Dom plays a major part. All right, come on.
Now Yahuwah said to Aharon, go to meet Musha in Bamidbar.
Listen what happened.
So he went and met him at the har of the Elohim and kissed him.
Oh my goodness. You were told to do that. You were told to kiss the Ben lest he be angry with you.
That's right.
You ain't gonna believe it. This happened before.
That's right.
When he came up, he met Yahusha before he was taken.
That's right.
He said, you betrayed me with a kiss?
That's right.
See, now, Yahusha, because he had been taught the book, Yehuda, he used the book to try to cover up his scheme.
Yeah.
Aharon did it. It wasn't no deception. He told me you're going to meet him in Bamidbar. That's what Yahusha was doing. He was coming out the wilderness.
That's right.
And Yehuda ran up and he kissed him. He
That's
said,
right.
You betrayed me with a kiss? He said, hell, great Adon. Isn't that right? I think Gadol is the word. It means great one. So now you look at how these people are using it. And look, Yehuda played a scheme on it, used the book. That's why you got to be careful. Some people use the book for deception.
That's true.
Y'all got it? He did the same act. Let's pick it up and see right quick. 26, Mathathyahu. Mathathyahu 26. Hold on, see if it's 42. $26.42. Listen.
Once more he went a second time in Palal, saying, Abi, if this cup cannot able to pass from me unless I drink it, let it be according to your will. He came and found them sleeping also once more, for their own were heavy. So
he was showing Yahushua. He was showing he's going to have to take the cup of moot. That's what he was plowing about. If he could remove that cup. Remember, he was up on the toot when he was thirsty. They put a cup, they put it on a reed, and they handed it up to him. He wanted to bypass it, but he had to take it. Think about it. He's in the flesh just like us, like any other man. Why would he? Who wanted to just take a cup of poison? I think in the 6th-day chapter book of Tahalim, he said, it gave me poison for my food.
That's right.
He had to he asked him, could it pass? I didn't want to take it. That's somebody get you said, pass. Get somebody else get it. He said, no, you can't pass it. You got to take it. Now, he didn't get to take the one when they sat down at dinner, though. You saw that? He passed that cup. He told them clearly, he said, I won't drink it. He said, not till I drink it anew. But that cup of moot, he had to take it.
That's right.
And you know why he took it? He had to take on moot for all of us.
That's right.
Hello? Same thing with us. You got to take it on. It ain't going to pass from you. You got to take it. Hello? He said at the wedding. They didn't tell us he drunk it at the wedding, did he? No doubt. They scooping it. Pass, he tell him. Pass. He had been doing a lot of passing, sitting down at the dinner.
Yeah.
Pass.
That's right.
He looked at this one. He realized, I ain't going to be able to pass this one.
That's right.
That's why it grieved him.
Yeah.
I be able to get out of all the rest of it now.
Yeah.
I can't pass it.
Can't pass it.
Listen, amazing. I taught y'all that from the 5th chapter, 6th chapter, Almost, you know how to get it. He told them, he asked in the 8th chapter, he asked him, what did he see?
Yes, sir.
He said, I see
basket
a
of
teat.
summer fruit.
Yeah, the basket. He said, a summer fruit, Paris. He said, I will no longer pass over.
Yes, sir.
So I'm not passing anymore. That's what we got in Miss Ryan. You ain't going to believe it. Y'all ready to die, y'all firstborn. We said, pass. We passed. You know what I'm saying? We passed. He said, you ain't going to be able to pass no more. He said, I'm no longer passing over y'all. Your passing day is over. That's why y'all think we putting in so much time in here? Trying to go over things, making sure we understand statements that we've been reading for years, but we really didn't get the real gist of what he was saying, how he was really set on making sure we understood, I've already set this in place. I'm not moving from this. This is the pathway. This is what you need to know about me. You need to know how to think about it, heart me with all your law, with all your thinking, all your doing, with all your strength, and you don't do it. And that's why you can't resist. You had to get to that point. You can possess things. I told y'all before, just don't let things possess you. Most of y'all, anything you get, it wind up owning you and taking you. I'm good, I'm free. That stuff don't do nothing. You get it. One thing y'all will learn if you get money, it's hard to keep up with it. You got to learn how to use it. Otherwise, you'll chase it. That's how men get lost and they drown. Sorrow take them down because they wind up chasing it. You got to learn how to take it. You got to learn how to move with it. Listen, money is a tool. You learn how to use a tool. That's part of my trade. I know how to use it. It's a tool. Okay. So like a trap man, you got to realize, listen, you got to learn your trade. You got to know your trade, how to use your trade. Listen, a man Barak, it make room for him.
Come on.
A lot of times, people chase and get it for the wrong reason.
Right.
So somebody will think something of me. Some of these people think none of you. Are you anything?
Right. No.
If you don't have a commendable quality about yourself, if you don't have a resolve for yourself, a reservation for yourself, you're not apprehensive about certain things, I mean, you just got to be wise about things that you do. You got to always consider all these things are loans. You can't let these things be your whole heart. You'll lose out quick. That's why these people blow their brain like Madoff. That thing, man, give my money. I'm going to give you all my money. What's your last name? Madoff. I'm saying, stop. I'm finna write a check for $6 billion to a man named Madoff. That's an interesting last Madoff. Like they say, everybody's name got a meaning. Madoff. And that man made out. Listen, that man had counts. People in other countries. You know, people kill themselves. A lot of people, listen, those people count. Those people aren't just rich. Those people wealthy. They have generational wealth. They didn't just they unlike us, family hit the market or they are the market. Their family control countries, governments. And they lost everything in one pool with this man. And they killed themselves because they were drowned in it. That's what they did. Their whole heart was in it. Whole heart in it. You can't put your whole heart in this stuff. You got to learn how to use it. Don't let it use you. You got to know how to maintain your dignity, your self-respect. Y'all see people come in and spoil me about my self-respect? Because it ain't behind no dollar bill. I had that before I got $1. So a lot of people, it take them to have money to get integrity. Money don't make no integrity. If anything, you'll lose integrity trying to get it. That's why you got to have a certain a pace of how you go about and what you do, because you'll run before you know it. All your credibility be going behind $1. That's use Donald Trump, and he just uses it. Look, $1 billion, what's his credibility? And the people running behind him, look, where they defending him at? At the jail, at the courthouse. No credibility because of the things he'll done, the things he'll do to get money and to keep it. and he'll never hold on to it. It's always a scam after a scam to take money from people. They can get mad they want to. I mean, you ain't going to be able to please everybody, appease them, everything. It ain't about them. Church, the fact of, look at your champion. Your champion got over 40-some felony counts on it. Now they constantly running behind that man, and this man sitting here, and he fell them every time. The man don't even care about what story does he have in common with the working man. He used to be one. You can't be that stupid. The man ain't never paid back one loan he got in full. He said, Daddy loaned him $1 million start. He said, I almost paid that back. He's never paid anybody back. Everybody, the man tell you that. He told him, listen, and then, they call themselves self-made. My daddy give me $1 million. Can I say I'm self-made? No. Who starts off with $1 million? If my daddy gave me $1 million, is that the only million? No. So my daddy gave me $1 million in no direction, no connects. He gave me $1 million and put me out and said, go on your own. He gave me $1 million and sat me up and said, here you go. People, stop being stupid. Ain't folks be sitting around wishing for, just stop wishing. Quit being stupid. Listen, we're a nation of intelligent people. We just got to learn how to work together. First thing I do is start to source your strength. Source your strength. Where does your strength come from? Yahusha hills come from the hills. Yes, sir. Again, rich minerals. Think about his health. Listen, Yahusha were rich. Yes, sir. We stayed in the heart. All your reserves are here. Everything these people tell you makes sense for you. Look where you stay at. Broke Valley. That's where they stay at, Broke Valley. And guess where you stay? Broke. You don't have nowhere to source your strength. He could source his strength. Where your strength come from? See, everybody else could source their strength except for you. Look at Brits. Where their strength gonna come from? From that gold. From a Kebalon. They ain't got nothing together. They all together are going to go rape a Kebalon to get gold. They can source their strength. That's why they're going to break the dollar. Well, let me say that. They're not going to break the dollar. They're going to waste a lot of time trying it. And they're going to realize the system they're doing ain't going to work. So a couple of people they dragging in, they only got you in for two reasons, Ethiopia, which is Cush. They only got them, the people's name is I burnt my face. You can't, stop letting your oppressor name you. That's right. The name is Ethiopia, meaning they got a name for their oppressor. Their name means I burnt my face. And they're so proud of it. You didn't burn your face. You someone where the shamash, listen, it favors me. That's right. It enriches me with melon. Listen, it strengthens me. Why is it we got to buy these vitamin D pills? I look like a fool trying to sell them and keep along. They already get the source from the shamash. It favors them. No, that's it. Your captain, did y'all look at the video I sent y'all this morning? I know you didn't look at it. Don't worry about it. I don't expect you to. I don't expect a whole lot out of y'all. I expect you to keep functioning the way you're going and stay stupid and ignorant. Because you don't look at how much these people working you. They're working out with everything they give you. That whole little SARS, whole thing, that's a government. Listen, they made that disease. They made it. They created stuff in the 60s. They just make a fool out of it. And the vaccine, they already been testing it. Been testing and know it didn't work. Why isn't it applied for this stuff in 2002? They've been knowing this stuff don't work. They've tried. They knew that. Remember they kept telling you earlier, they kept saying it keep mutating. Y'all remember they kept using that word? It mutates. They knew this. They knew that. Listen, they kept throwing stuff at it and it kept mutating before. They already knew that. And then amazing, what they told her, it comes from animals. They gave it to animals. They gave it to pigs. Wow, that's amazing. You ain't gonna believe it. We had a situation one time in the book with pigs catching something. They wound up committing suicide. What made them use pigs, I wonder? We just happen to have a story in our book about pigs getting possessed and run off drowning themselves. Just so happened pig is the #1 nigga food. You ain't got a barbecue, ain't it? Now you go to these little crazy little barbecue now with these niggas. They all be them thin, sick people who be talking about spaceship. Now they want to go ahead and put lettuce on the grill. I'm not eating that stuff, man. Put no darn lettuce on no grill, wasting my time. Man, I mean, like, man, wasting that. Put my wife put stupid stuff on it. I don't put no stupid stuff. Stupidest stuff I put on there might be a corn on the cob. I'm not putting no damn vegetable on. Man, wasting time. Put no junk light on no grill. Grill made for meat. I don't even want to screw these grills on all those white folk with cauliflower. Pepper spread all across the grill. Man, who eating this? Man, you better put a hot dog on this thing. Some chicken. I need some fat dripping and hitting that fire. When you see some dripping lettuce, don't put that pussy on there. They always try to make a lettuce sandwich. Man, I'm not eating that pussy, man. They about like them folks off a vacation sitting there, go eat a ketchup and mustard sandwich. Probably like, where the meat at? Probably just eat it. They're like, but they ain't got no meat. Had a barbecue with buns and mustard and ketchup on it. We're like, no meat? I don't know how y'all come. I'm not eating that stuff. I don't want no veg. I'm not putting no vegetarian food on no grill. I eat some vegetables. I just don't think it's inappropriate to put that stuff on the grill. Go put that stuff in your oven, stick it in a pot, and boil it in water. Do not. This y'all. I don't know where y'all come up with this stuff. I didn't grow up like that. We had fresh pig, hot dogs, chicken. Man, he really caught that joint out of coming out, throwing me some mustard green on his grill. You know what I mean? Like, he be like, nigga, I'll bust your snot knot. What's wrong with you? I don't know where that deep frying stuff, all this deep frying vegetables. Y'all got too much going on, man. You deep fried, when I come on, you dropping shrimp in there and fish. I don't know where y'all got this. Some of this stuff y'all put in here, that probably why folks sick. Y'all just going back to port for it. I'm stop. Mike, look at Mike. Mike said, I knew he was going to come back anyway. Not today, Mike. I almost lost it. I'm like, dog, my foot had well now slipped. You can't make, man, y'all got to get y'all get the right stuff on there. How many? Go ahead, I'm fine. I don't even want to know. I don't want to look at y'all, but then again, all right, if you be putting vegetables on your grill, raise your hand, let me see. I'm trying to, oh my God, that is sick. Oh, that's sick. I don't even want to see these people no more. I can't look at y'all the same no more. Onions, bell peppers, zucchini, and squash. In the pot. With lamb. I'll cook it in a pot. And when I get through with that lamb on the grill, then I'll put them together. I don't want to mess my grill up. And that stuff gets stuck on it. You can't keep no fire burning with that stuff. I need them juices, you know, and them spices. They be falling down there. I need a piece of that chicken fat that just strain down between that grill and get hard on that. You got to break that piece. You like, whoo, that thing about to be right. I need to give me a piece of hot, whoo, that thing, woo, make you want some more. Isn't that right? I can't eat on no grill. Pulling no onion and no zucchini on no grill. Oh my goodness. Let's just admit, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, that some of us in here are sick. Y'all vegetable people sick. Y'all, I'm gonna get y'all a grill. Go get a Walmart grill. Get you a look. See, now they got all these grills, temperatures, and all these thermometers on them and all that hang stuff. Man, I come from an old square grill. I come from cutting a drum open. Now my wife got all that old pretty stuff. All there's just a bunch of weighted wheels. The grill stays. If you put it on wheel, niggas gonna want to borrow it. Where I come from, jack it up, get your rig, take them. I'm telling you, some niggas they get come on hobby playing. Man, it's not and do this now. I already know when they do that number here. Man, this ain't too. You know what they about? Let me borrow it. I'm jacking up right here and take the tire, get pop the wheels off. I'm taking the transmission off. I'm putting on block. I said can't go. I'm telling you, listen. We had cylinder block. You build a cylinder block one right there and put them grill in. You don't borrow certain stuff. You tell folks, it's like borrowing toothbrush and drawers. We cannot loan out grill because everybody don't cook the same way. Folks come back, you got a hole in here. All this in that charcoal done melted in the bottom and stuck to it like cement. And you can't get but 2 more pieces in to cook. You cannot cook with 2 pieces of charcoal. No, you don't ask to borrow a grill. Y'all young people, somebody asks you, hey, can I borrow your grill? What y'all supposed to say? No. But it got wheels on it. What you supposed to do? Jack it up, take the wheels off of it, and put it on block. I'm trying to tell you, once a black person borrow your grill, that's not your grill no more. How many folks, let it stay there too long. Let somebody keep about 2, 3, 4, 5 a whole summer. Man, they be like, man, quit tripping. You like tripping? Listen, let me tell you something. Go check the murder rate on grill. Y'all just don't know. I'm telling you, all you do, do this. Just let somebody borrow that grill, and they said, let me just hold it, come and get it. And you fool around that one of them went, and you pop back that next year, and them folk cooking. You said, that's my grill. They be like, yeah, they did cooking. They're like they don't try, they start that. I'm telling you now, have your gun. And you be like, yeah, I'm going to take my grill back. They like, man, quit tripping. I'm telling you, when they say that, it would be some gunplay. To say the gunplay, keep your grill at your house, and get them the coupon. They said, somebody grill. They go online, print that coupon, say, you can get a grill right here, and hand them that coupon, not this one. All right, now I'm trying to help y'all out. Listen, come on. So he left them and went again in Palau a third time.
While saying this statement one more time.
See that? Why he said it 3 times?
Yahuwah.
You said for Yahuwah.
Because of Yahuwah.
What? Now at the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, let every word be established. That's why he said it 3 more times. You won't hear him saying it 4 times. Our laws are established by 2 to 3. So he went the 3rd time. He told. Notice you won't hear him say it the 4th time because we don't have writings for that. The protocol is at the mouth. Hold on, we got 13, 2 Corinthians 13, right quick and 1. See, this is it. Y'all need to learn this. This is why you ineffective, because you don't learn what you need to do and how you need to do it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
You didn't ask for 1 time. That's what he told you. You ask not.
Have not.
That's right. And when you ask
amiss.
You ask wrong. So guess what? That's why I asked him like he said, but how many times? He told you the 3rd time. All right, 2 Corinthians 13 and 1. Listen.
This is the 3rd time.
This is 4th?
3rd time.
3rd time, listen.
I am coming to you.
This is the 3rd time I'm coming to you. What happened?
Every debar is to be established by the paw of 2 or 3 witnesses.
So what about the 4th time? What did he say about the 4th time?
Every debar is to be established by the paw of 2 or 3 witnesses.
We go back to 26:46. What that 26:46? Where's the straight up number? 26:46. What you got? He might have something at the time. What is it? I ain't hear you. Who? No, go ahead. Who you saying? No. Who? What is 44? Oh, we're at 44. What I said? 46? They at 45. What did we leave? Did we finish 44? Let's see 44 again. Check. Listen.
So he left them and went again in Palau a 3rd time, while saying this statement one more time.
Go ahead.
Then he came to the Talmudim and said to them, still sleeping and taking rest, behold, the hour is near, and the Ben of Adam is betrayed into the hands of Kataim.
See that? Now he let them know what they were told this. In the 16th chapter book of Mathathyahu, he told them, I'm going to go to Jerusalem. He said, I'm going to be delivered in the hands of sinful men.
That's right.
And they're going to deliver me to be crucified. He said, in the 3rd Yamin, he said, I'm going to coon.
Yes, sir.
So it shouldn't have threw him.
That's right.
That's why he had a problem. They didn't come. They didn't come back to the Kabbalah. Nobody came back to the Kabbalah. I know y'all looking at the women. The women didn't come back because of no writer. They came back because they didn't finish
redress them. That's right.
Nobody came back because of the writer. They all came. They only came back because by the time he moved, it was so close to the Shamash being down, and it was a high day. So the only thing they could do was just get him in as quick as they could and wrap him. So it wasn't actually done correct to the full effect of what they need to do. This is why she came back to finish. But she had 2 Shabbats that held her up. So she couldn't get back. We had a double Shabbat. Now ask these people that keeping these revolving Yaret. How do you get a double Shabbat when he wound up down on a double Shabbat?
That's right.
They tell you the whole reason they have a double Shabbat, the reason they have a Yaret, they move it every Yaret because that keeps you from having a double Shabbat. Explain to me how the man died and it was a double Shabbat. Because they clearly told you, hold on, let's see, this don't take that long. 26, 27, 27, Mathathyahu. Matter of fact, make it Auryah. Auryah 23. Auryah 23, 20, 23, 33. Let me see 23, 33. Okay. Auryah they call Luke, mean Yahuchanan. Okay, listen.
And it came to pass when they came to the Malchum, that is Kara, Golgotha, they crucified him there with the two wicked Anashim on his right hand and the other on his left. Yahushua said, Abi, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing.
See that? They don't know what they're doing. Go ahead.
They divided his garments between them and cast lots. The were standing and watching, and the Sarim ridiculed him, saying, He saved others. Now let him save his Kai, if he is the Mashiach, the chosen one of Elohim.
He already told them about it before they said it. They should have been thinking. He told them that they were going to come. They were going to say physician. He told them that before they said it. And now, guess what? They wound up saying it.
That's right.
At some point, you ought to be sitting here considering this is bad because the man told us that.
That's right.
Doing it. Go ahead.
Now let him save his Kai, if he is the Mashiach, the chosen one of Elohim. The military Anashim mocked him. They approached and brought him vinegar and said, If you are the Malak of the Yahudim, save your Kai. There was also an inscription above him in Greek and Roman and Abari script. This is the Malak of the Yahudim. One of the Rosh Anashim being hanged insulted him, saying, Are you not the Mashiach? Save yourself and us. The other one answered and reprimanded him, said, Do you not Yaqrah the Elohim? For his punishment is your punishment.
For his what?
For his punishment is your punishment.
See that? How you figure that out? That man was wounded for our transgression.
That's right.
He has the man, you don't fear Elohim, that man punishment is our punishment.
That's right. That's right. And behold, for us it is Sadak.
See that? It's right for us to die. Go ahead.
Because we are receiving the reward of our hands.
Wow. See, we don't do stuff like they sound like Ali.
That's right.
When Shamuth told him about what Yahuwah was going to do and cut him off, he said, It is Yahuwah.
That's right.
He started fighting and telling, That's a lie from the pits of hell. No, he said, It's Yahuwah.
That's
and he
right.
realized the thief on the cross more honest than we are.
That's right.
He's looking at we up here because of what we did.
That's right.
This man hadn't done nothing worth of what he suffered. Go ahead.
But this Ish has not done anything wrong. He said to Yahushua, Please remember me, my Adon.
Which is Zakah, mark to remember.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead.
When you come into your Malkuth.
Yes.
And he said to him, Aman, I say to you, today you shall be with me in the gun of Adon.
Come on.
And it came to pass about the 6th hour.
This
Behold.
man did something we didn't do. He confessed.
That's right.
The man confessed. He told him, you confess with your mouth and you believe in your law. Ain't that right? He told you you'll be saved. Come on.
And it came to pass about the 6th hour. Behold, there was Kashak over all the Arats until the 9th hour.
Yes.
The Shamash was Kashak, and the curtain of the Mashakan was torn in 2 pieces. And Yahushua Kara with a loud call and said, Abi, into your hand I entrust my Ruach. And it came to pass, when he finished saying this, he breathed out his Kai.
Yes.
The centurion saw what happened and gave kabul to Elohim. He said, Surely this Ish was Sadiq. When the entire crowd of that had gathered together to see the sight, and looking wholly at what had been done, they beat against their lob and repented. All those who know him stood at a distance, as well as the Nashim who accompanied him from Galil, whose had seen all these things. And behold, a Ish, whose Shem was Yosef, who was one of the counselors, a Tub and Sadiq Ish, from the Ramatium, a city of the Yahudim, who had not gone along with their plan of their actions. He was waiting for the Malkuth of the Elohim.
So let me ask you a question. So he was of the council, and he didn't go along with that answer. What that mean? As far as him, what was his position?
A ruler?
So what?
He was a ruler?
He was a ruler right there with him. I don't know why people teach that you can't be in government.
That's right.
And you can be right. There's no way to do it. This man was in government.
That's right.
He just told you he was too, and he was Sadiq.
That's right.
He was actually one of the counselors or commissioner. And he didn't go along with their deed. Listen.
He approached Pelotus and asked him for the basar of Yahushua.
Yeah.
And he took it down and wrapped it in sheets, and he placed it in the gabar hewn in the...
Had he not been in the government and been in the system, you think they'd still gave him that body?
No.
So it played a part for him. Okay. Does it help y'all out? It played a part.
That's right.
A lot of stuff people don't have. A lot of stuff we just don't have no understanding. I'll be honest with you. A lot of these religions have made such a fool out of us and ran us away from things. Who else is going to be better be in position? He was like, he was one of the council, he one of the people. Why wouldn't I give it to him? He probably assumed he voted for it.
Right.
But it worked out that he wound up getting it. So according to your Torah, when you had two goals, and you had the scapegoat.
That's right.
One we were taking, and we were going to put our hands upon it. We were going to confess all the kata'im of all the people. That's what we did with Husha. That's why they were slapping him and hitting him.
Mm-hmm.
So we put all our kata'im on him, our sin. And then we supposed to send him away by the hands of a fit man. That means by the hands of somebody that was just.
Mm-hmm.
And this man happened to be just, and he was in government.
Yeah, that's right.
That's your book. He was supposed, yeah, you supposed to take it, you supposed to release it in a land that was uninhabited.
That's right.
You ain't gonna believe it. We had a place that was uninhabited.
That's right.
It's called the Kaaba, the grave.
That's right.
That's your Torah. We supposed to take it, we supposed to let it go in the hands. By the hands of a fit man, was supposed to take it and supposed to go and put it in a land that was uninhabited. What land you got around here uninhabited? Except the grave.
Yeah.
That's why he told you they put him where a man never laid. But you wouldn't know that, would you?
Mm.
That's why you need a teacher.
Yeah.
You think they just tell about the grave because that's your Torah. See, people that know the Torah are listening.
Yes.
I know why you say certain things. It made sense to tell me that you took him and you laid him in a place where a man never laid, because
right.
your Torah was the scapegoat was supposed to go in a land that was uninhabited.
That's right.
Who lives in the grave?
Nobody.
That's why they put him there. Go ahead.
And he placed it in a kabar hewn into the sewer where no ish had been placed yet.
Wow. Nobody had been there, but that would make it uninhabited. Listen.
The yum was the preparation of Shabbat.
Listen. The yum was the preparation. Yum is day, which means it's day. It's getting ready to go down at night. This is going to be a Shabbat.
Yes, sir.
He just told you it's the yum of the preparation, which this is the day. We're getting all the preparation done, because once the Shabbat sit, we just hit a high day.
That's right.
This is a Shabbat when the Shabbats go down. That's why he's telling you the yum preparation. We prepare that day. When the sun set, it's Shabbat. Listen what happened.
And the Shabbat was arriving.
Oh, when the Shabbat was coming, it was arriving. Soon as the sun goes down.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
Some of the Nashim who came with him out of Galil and followed after him saw the kubar, and that his basar was placed in it.
See that? They saw the kubar, his body was placed in it. Tell them what happened.
They returned and prepared spices and perfumes, but on the Shabbat they rested.
You said, but what happened?
On the Shabbat they rested according to the commandment.
Look at that. They seen it, they ran, and they made preparation to make it. Didn't tell you they put them on it, did it?
Nope.
Couldn't have. The sun set on them. Now the Torah done came. The Torah law kick in. Shabbat, we can't do nothing. We can't fool his body on Shabbat. Leave it alone.
That's right. That's right.
Hello? The only reason they came back to the Kaaba, because they didn't finish the wrapping. They didn't put the spices on his body. That's the only reason they came back. Nobody came back because I remember he told me, he said, he gonna be there the third. They only came back because they had to wait till the Shabbat was over.
Mm.
This is how you got your 3 days out of him and your 3 nights. They couldn't touch him. He had to set it on a double Shabbat. If it was only one Shabbat, they were coming back as soon as it was over. This was during the regular week. This was a Shabbat. That's why I told you the third day he got up. So let's go with their theory. Let's go with We just heard the Shabbat was coming, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now, he told us he was going to be 3 days and 3 nights. So let's go with he died Friday night. Good Friday. So now we got Friday night. So we got a night. Then we got not Saturday. Now we got a day and we got a night.
Right.
We got it?
Right.
We got a day and a night.
Yeah.
That's Saturday. That's Friday. Saturday.
Right.
So we got a night and a day. Now when the Shabbat go down, we got a full day of the Shabbat and we got a night. Now you getting up Sunday. Where your 3 days and 3 nights at?
Mm.
You don't have it. See, the problem they got when they trying to use Friday, he died, Saturday, Sunday. Your problem becomes how you count time. The night always first. Because when he came here, it was dark. He said, let there be light.
There was
light. When the Shamash went down, he counted a day. It's night, night. Day is in the middle.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Prove it to you. Yahusha was on the 2.
Yes.
What was he called? Son, Shamash. What did the 2 guys say they, on the end? What did they say they were guilty of? Night. Day was in the middle. The day was in the middle.
That's right.
That's why you call him the day star.
Right.
What star you will see in the daytime?
Smash.
It's called the sun.
That's right.
Time is kept night to night, not day to night. This
That's
is
right.
where the stupidity starts at. He just told you it was the yom of the preparation,
Right.
which is the day. So when did the Shabbat come in? Shabbat come in?
At the night.
That night. So now we got him in the grave Friday night. So Friday night to Saturday is how long? 1 day. Then he got up Sunday. Run on in Jesus' name. Retard. People can't even count.
They can't count.
Simple math. There's no way it makes sense. And the people with revolving Shabbats who say it cannot be a double Shabbat can't even count.
Can't count.
Because it makes no sense. The man would have went in the grave that Thursday night.
Right.
Listen, he clearly told you that he was going to cut him out when? The midst of the week. Midst means definition, means evenly on both sides. Let's see. Let's count. Your day starts Sunday, not Monday. This is why they teach you Monday morning, the first day of the week, because you're a retard. Sunday is the first day. It's called a card, which means 1. Tuesday is 2, Shani, 2. Then you're going to come over to Wednesday, Rabbi E. That's going to give you the 3rd one. So now you got 3 days. Let me see. How many days in a week? 7. We got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, Sunday is 1. So we come back over. Now we got 7 days. There's only 1 day that's going to get you over there, be in the middle. He told you I'm going to cut him off in the midst of the week. So in the midst of the week, it's going to put him in Thursday. It's bad that people make a fool out of us. It's bad that people make a fool out of us. And this is why we can't count, and this is why we messed up. So they'd have got him in that night, which would have made sense. They got him in part of the day of, so that would have caught him for the day. Mm-hmm. So when the night hit, he'd had a night. So you would count it. You've been counting your nights and your days, because he told you I was going to be there 3 days and 3 nights. That's why he would have got up after Shabbat, because he would have needed that night going into his day. That's why they got up. That's why when they got there that day, you ain't going to believe it. He was already up. Now listen to these stupid people talking about, we don't know when he got up. I don't know when you got the retarded statement. Because when they got there, they clearly told you it was dawning toward, he was already up. He had to go there, he could not be in there that daytime. I don't know why these people getting that stuff up, telling me he got up no early, no third, no, like he got up in no sunlight. He couldn't have. You got to count his time and watch how he went. You told you 3 days and 3 nights. So he could not have died no Friday afternoon and went in no grave and got up no Sunday morning. You got no 3 days and no 3 nights. But these people got God count. And this is why they fail at every time. I appreciate the fact that he has not made us stupid. to take your time and sit down and use rationale. Like he told, come and let us reason together.
That's right.
And these people don't want to reason. They so driven with their whole religious drive movement, the truth don't even matter no more.
It don't matter.
People don't even care about how stuff is registered and how it counts out. It makes no sense. Do y'all have a better understanding now? I don't know. Some of y'all looking around like y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all all right? Goodness. What day did y'all have me in the grave? Hello? Good. All right, let's look at them. Goodness. No, man, I don't know. My people look at me kind of crazy right here. How do we count time? Nighttime. So when we got him in, we used Thursday, die. Thursday night, we get in Friday night, Friday day. Saturday night, again, Saturday night, Saturday day. Let me see. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. So we had to get him in Thursday, Saturday, and give him a day. Thursday, die, Thursday afternoon. They got him in the grave because he had to be in there 3 days, 3 nights. So they got Thursday night. Hello? Night. So then he got Friday night, Friday day. So we got him a half right here. So we got him a whole right here. Then Saturday we got him a whole. Wednesday, afternoon, Thursday. So we got him Thursday night, day, Friday night, day. Shabat would have put him a night, day. He could have got up. So he'd have died Wednesday. Wednesday during the day, because he cut him up in the midst of the week, which would have put him in the ground that night. That's how you had to get him. He'd have had to die that Wednesday. Thursday. Oh, y'all got me messed up now. Thursday. He had to die before the Shemash go down. So he went in the grave Thursday night. So he got his night. That's right, to go in before Shabbat. Thursday. So they got that day, and he'd got the night of Friday. So he'd got the night and the day of Friday. Saturday, he'd got the night. One, two. Because the night of Shabbat would have gave him Sunday when he'd got up. So you can't do Thursday. Thursday died 3 days. He'd got in the grave Thursday. Friday night would have gave him his night. Friday would have gave him his day. Saturday, Shabbat would have gave him his day. And he'd got his night. His night. Of Sunday. So that time schedule won't hit on Thursday. Day, Friday, night, Sunday, one, two, the Shabbat night would have gave him his 3 nights. So Thursday is when he'd have went into Kubal. They got him in before the night. So he'd have got his Thursday, would have gave him his day. His night would have picked up from his Shabbat. So Thursday he would have got his day. They got him in, remember, before Shabbat. They couldn't come back and wrap him. When he got his night here, he got his night from Friday. Because once the Shemash drops from Thursday, you get to Friday. So that gave him his 1. That gave him his 1 day in the grave. Then he had his day of Friday. He'd have been in. He had his day in from Saturday. His night would have been to Sunday. That's how they got it 3 days. So his day wouldn't have been a whole. You got to remember how they're trying to count time. What you remember how they kind of count time, they're trying to hold him to 12 hours because he told me it's not 12 hours in a day. Only end when you got it is when you're doing time, you go from night to night. So once the shemash up and it becomes nighttime, that's a day. You can't go with the time period of time because we don't have time to show that it was 12 hours when he originally started putting it up. You're going from night to night. He told you how you're supposed to count it. You're supposed to count it from evening to evening. Hold you got. See that Yaqrah 23 and verse 23, Yaqrah 7. See if it's 11, maybe 9. Let me see 11. Yaqrah they call Leviticus. Yaqrah. It means, and he called. 23, what I want, 11? Might be down further. We start coming and talking about the keeping atonement, they call it kafar. Down. Drop down, let me see, 17, 15, let me see. Or too far down, go down. Is it further down? Should come when they start talking about atonement. We're too far down. Go back up.
I think it started at 24.
At 24? 23, 23. Okay, 23, 23. All right, come on.
Again, Yahuwah spoke to Husha, saying, Speak to the Bani of Yasharal, saying, In the 7th Yarek, on the 1st of the Yarek, it shall be to you a rest with a memorial blowing of the shofar, a Kodash convocation. You shall not do any laborer's work, but you shall present a fire offering, zabak, to Yahuwah.
What kind of work he want you to do? That's right. What's that, laborious? Laborers, laborious. You don't say laborious, okay. Well, laborers, you're going to call it. So nothing that's intense because there's no way to tell you not to do any work. But look what you got to do. You should do no laborer's work. But listen, but you shall present a fire offered to Yahuwah. So how you going to do no work?
That's right.
And you got to present a fire.
That's right.
He's trying to tell about laborer's work. You're not supposed to go and do the regular work that you do. I'm just going to go and check in on my job. No, you're not supposed to do that work. The work you're doing now is the work for Yahuwah.
That's right.
Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
Because it don't make, I can't tell you not to do no work. I just told you to go and you're supposed to make a fire. What you need to make a fire? Wood. He killed a man for picking up sticks on Shabbat. So the labor that you're doing is for Yahuwah. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see. They like the people want to drive their cars, like some Jewish people, they want to drive their cars on Shabbat, they walk.
They walk.
I don't know. Yeah, that's smart. That way they ain't working.
That's right. That's right.
What muscle that you using?
That's right.
Yeah, that's labor. So what they do, they walk to church. See, let me say this. Again, it ain't to make no fight with them. This whole walk is really about how far you willing to go and are you really trying to be accurate or are you just trying to be close enough to justify yourself? I'm not trying to justify myself. I want to get this thing right, okay? Mm-hmm. So that's why you have to look at this and make sure when you're doing it, you're not trying to get your own righteousness to cover yourself up. We even told you when he condemned them, they tried to get him on working on Shabbat. He said the Kohan, he talked about what they did. He said they were blameless. The Kohan worked every Shabbat. He said they blameless because they had to take the offering. Do y'all know we do double work on Shabbat? Because every day, those people had to bring an offering. Every day on Shabbat, they brought double. So how much work the Kohan was doing? He had to offer it. And you know what Husha was saying? He said, and they blameless. He was trying to let them know, I don't know how y'all trying to condemn me. He said, the Kohan do this on Shabbat. He said, and they blameless. Hello? They'll try to tell you they put desecrate. They couldn't desecrate it because they were doing the work of Elohim. If you pay attention, that's why he told you shouldn't do no laborer's work. That means any work you're doing outside of work. So he know you got to eat. And you want government to do some extra stuff and cut you up some and do some old crazy decorating for Shabbat for your food, that's your foolishness. Cook you something to eat and let it be done. Isn't that right? A lot of stuff, we just go too far with stuff. But that's man. We always trying to see how we can impede and do something extra. Just do what the man told you. You ain't going to starve. Shabbat will be over. You can get all the stuff you trying to do extra on Shabbat. Do you do this any other day?
Nope.
That's the problem he looked
That's
at. Why
right.
you got to do all the Shabbat and calling for all this?
Yep.
Why don't you just be known, just do what the man told
That's
you?
right.
But we always trying to say, well, ain't no sin. Now you just made it one. Because you're trying to impede, you're trying to go past. When he give you a liberty, he even told you don't use your liberty for a cloak.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he did say what every man must eat. It's some stuff I need to eat, and it said Kroger. So I'm not working. I'm getting this, and I'm still keeping the law. See, now you done took your liberty and made a cloak. Now you committed katar. No reason for you to go to no grocery store and go buy nothing and get nothing to eat. If some of your house, they like folks ain't nothing in their house to eat. Ain't nothing, just tell the truth, ain't nothing you want to eat that's at your house.
Right.
Ain't nobody sitting in their house with nothing to eat now. Don't tell that lie. You just sitting there, you might say, because you want to go somewhere else, ain't nothing in the house to eat. Because I don't want to eat what I got here.
Right.
But when you talk about Shabbat, we can't be going trying to, I tell y'all before too, a lot of stuff, we ain't got to do all that extra. That's
stuff, true.
Keep it plain.
Yep.
Because you don't be careful, see, you wind up transgressing, you'll be looking at other people talking about they're wrong the whole time you violate.
Yeah.
All right, come on.
Yahuwah spoke to Husha, saying, Also on the 10th yom of the 7th Yarik, if the yom is the yom of Kafar, it shall be a Kodash convocation for you, and you shall humble your Nafash and present a fire Zabak to Yahuwah.
Yes.
You shall not do any work on this same yom, for it is a yom of Kafar, to make Kafar on your behalf before Yahuwah your all. For every Nafash who is not humbled on this same yom, he shall
devalue yourself. What happened?
He shall be cut off from his arm. And every Nafash who does not work on this same yom,
who
does any work on this same yom,
tell him what happened.
That Nafash I shall destroy from among his arms.
So I'm going to cut him out from among the people. Come on.
You shall do no work at all.
See that? It is
a perpetual statute throughout your Tuledah.
So why he didn't put laborers? He should have put you should do no laborers work, shouldn't he? Because you know why he told you that? Because this is kafar. You're fasting.
That's
why
right.
would you be cooking?
That's right. That's right.
You see the difference in
Yes,
conversation?
sir.
Why he didn't put laborers? He put all. All means without exception.
That's right.
Because now you're really getting away from everything.
That's right.
See the difference in kafar when you read it? See,
yes, sir.
You know they hurt. Every time they hear it said laborers, laborers, laborers. Pay attention.
That's right.
I tried to tell y'all to key in on statements. You did not hear laborers now, did you?
No.
He clearly told you this is atonement, kafar. You're not to do any work. There is no reason for you to be cooking. Come on.
It is a perpetual statute throughout your Tuledah.
Perpetual is continual. Tell them what happened, son.
In all your dwelling places.
Come on.
It is a Shabbat of complete rest to you.
See that? Complete. Come on.
And you shall humble your Nafash on the 9th of the Yarik at evening. From
when?
evening.
Hold on, from when?
On the 9th of the Yarik at evening.
See that at evening. What's significant about this?
From evening until evening, you shall keep your Shabbat.
And get when they keep there, when the day come up, that's 7-day Adventist. They start counting Shabbat when the sun come up for Sunday. I don't know. Let me make sure now. I want 7-day Adventist. Tim, when do they typically all keep it from night to night? They do. Come on, Dwayne. Some of the 12 midnight. They do 12 midnight.
Sunset.
Sunset. Well, his neighbor, my brother. Yeah, I do. Some of them do.
Orlando chapter.
Some of them do. Yeah, some of them, and I'm with you. But see, I had messed up too. Somebody go take it down. Yeah. But no, some of them don't. Some of them do just keep it like the daytime, and like the daytime and the evening time come before it's dark, they'll feel like a council. But he said you should keep your Shabbats from evening to evening. Again, referencing how you keep time. You keep it from night to night. You don't keep it from no day and then go to day to night time. So it starts at night. When the Shema said, that's when it starts. I can tell you be 7-day Adventist. Did y'all keep it from night to night? That she waited afternoon. She didn't wait till they get late afternoon before it got dark. Sunset, and then Saturday to the Saturday night. Just for your name. So that way it be official, like a Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Because your neighbor causing problems. You know what I'm saying? There's a little divide. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hold on, I ain't knew that. He was here, Barack Obama. Hold on, come on. Come on. Come on. Tell for me. How long I know you? About 2 weeks? Long some years. We ain't never had that conversation. Never had this conversation. Barack Obama and his neighbor used to go to church together in the neighborhood. We heard it before, y'all?
No.
What did I ask y'all last night? I brought everybody back in the room.
That's right. That's right.
Did I not bring everybody back in the room? What I say? Yes, sir. Before you out that door, what have you done when Chris and his grandma used to pull the cow tit and shoot the milk through the woman and he hold his cereal up sideways? I said, Chris, we never had that conversation. I didn't even know Chris had a grandma. When the man was talking about his grandma? Y'all, when they said it threw me so bad. He said, yeah, I was talking about the cow. He said, yeah, because my grandma used to milk the cow and she'd shoot it through the one at me and I hold my bowl sideways and fill the milk. I said, now, did y'all remember I had that last night? And see, I know folks say, why preacher? I hear things. I know. Your neighbor and Barack Obama used to go to church together, and he used to be your priest since he was a little boy.
My neighbor.
His neighbor. But y'all see, start saying, look at you saying. I ain't never heard it. Hold on for a minute. Before you say, he ever had that conversation with you about Barack Obama and the priest, and never heard priest? I'm just making sense. No, but he never had. Did we know we supposed to ask? Who else in here Barack Obama used to be their priest? Since y'all don't tell the people ask. Okay, go ahead. Your neighbor, Barack Obama, and the priesthood.
Barry Black is the chaplain for Barack Obama.
The chaplain for.
Yeah, the president of the United States has his own chaplain, who's Barry Black.
Barry Black was chaplain.
Who's affiliated with the 7-day Adventist. So, every year he comes to the Patmos Island 7-day Adventist Church in the Orlando area, and that's what my neighbor attends. So he took me to meet Barry Black, who was Barack Obama.
Hold on, stop. Hold
on,
I thought Barry Black was. Hold on, come on, man. Is Barry Black Barack Obama? Is Barack Obama your chaplain?
But Barack Obama has a chaplain.
He has a chaplain. Barry Black.
I met Barack Obama's chaplain.
Anybody met Barry White? Now go ahead, Barry. You met. It almost sound like he said I met Barack Obama. Is y'all not hearing this? How many of y'all trying to make a mouth come? I know they hearing stuff myself. You know you said it. So you.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot going on. It had been so. I apologize. I don't even know what happened right now. I'm so thrown. I don't know the man. Did he say every I meet Barack Obama? Barry Blind. What about Barry Seal? The one that. It's a lot going on here. Okay, so. All right, we try to work it out. So we. Oh my goodness, it throw me on so bad. What happened? So. Barry Black done throw me on so bad. I think he met Obama. Then. Let me sit there and try to get y'all finished. I'm not here y'all a long time. Our goal, again, is to go through the writings and make sure we get all the mandates. It's a key way of doing things that helps you to keep from committing kata. A few things is learning what it is, how do you violate it, what do you do to keep from violating it? There has to be a fear. And with that, one thing with man, nobody wants to. Nobody wants to die. Typically, the average person does not want to die. So it makes sense to put everything contingent upon our lives. Because if anything man values, he values his life. Unfortunately, now society teaches a person, I don't give a F, kill me, blank that. But that's not the typical person reaction. And even the person that's saying it doesn't literally mean it. It's just a lot of times we get so frustrated, we so hurt that we react in a way that we really didn't think through all the way. Because what's the conclusion when I die? It's like, nigga, kill me. Nigga, I'll kill you. Listen to my statement. Nigga, kill me. So if you do that, how can I kill you? Because we speak a lot of time out of, our people, because we are so bottled and then bottled with anger and frustration with everybody and ourselves, that sometimes we just shoot stuff out. And you really hadn't thought this thing all the way through. A lot of people who pulled a suicide and jump, if those people could have had a second chance, they would have pulled back. A lot of them would have pulled back. It's just at that moment, you can't allow a feeling that at that moment to drive you to put you into something you can't recover from. I've been there. I wanted to do it. But when you think about it, where you like how we really grasping this now and we looking at things and you getting a better understanding about things, what if he'd allow us to go ahead and do that when we want to do it? Now, the only thing you'll be waiting on is the mosh pot, which means from here is Sheol. This is part of us recognizing the con, the favor, the concede. What we deserve for what we've done, we didn't receive. He gave us something we don't deserve. So now it's a debt of gratitude owed. Because had I let you go the way you were going, this chance wouldn't be allotted to us today. So now it's so important for us to put the time in to go back and reassess how we saw things. When he made statements, how do we really understand those statements? Because it makes a difference of what performance you do. Y'all got it? It's a performance that's due. So with that, it's like sometimes when a man builds an engine, he builds it to a certain specification, certain dynamic that he's looking for it to do. When he finds it doesn't, then he goes back and retunes. So he said, it finally, he said, but for the person that designated, something's not quite the way I want it. And that's something you got to realize with Yahuwah. We going back, he's realizing with everyone he tooled down, it's something that's just not there. It's some fine tuning need to be done. Like going back looking and people processing. You can do this. It's all about value, place setting things. How much do you value your life? Because the people he was talking about, those people value their life. At one time they did. The people when he first spoke, they valued their life. So they looked at, you ain't never got to worry about me doing that again. I value me, I value life, I don't want to die. Where you at? How do you value this whole thing? Because if you don't value your life and your salvation, you're going to keep in peace. You're going to keep training. You're going to keep wondering, why? It's your value system. Because you feel like it ain't going to happen. Death is so far from you, and death is imminent for every one of us. So it is so important that we really sit down and understand it. I mean, and really take this for what it is and stop making just dumb, stupid decisions. Because these situations, these decisions you're making, they got consequences behind them. And they got irreversible damages that can be done. And you don't even realize, just like the COVID. They're coming out now finding that COVID, that a lot of people are getting high blood pressure from COVID. These are one of the irreversibles from it. From contracting something that's saying, okay, I got over it, but it's other damages. Okay, and the person why I use that, you might have gotten over the fact you hadn't died yet for what you've done, but you got some irreversible damage. And this is what you can't afford. You can't keep affording irreversible damages, especially when you look at you moot, and that's it. The only thing a person that's moot that they ain't got it right, the only hope they got it, they're going to Sheol. And that ain't even a hope. You ain't got to believe it, you're going. So why, when we're among the living, we got opportunity to go back and look at this thing and get an understanding of it. So we really understand how to walk. Stop making stupid, dumb, just brainless, bonehead decisions, because now you consider everything is contingent upon your life. Everything I do is contingent upon my life. Every decision. You can't say, well, this don't have no bad. I got to consider. Sometimes when you run out after something, is it something that I might go after and I might desire to get, and it might put me out here, and now I got to rationalize being here, or I don't need to lose no money. Yahuwah gave it to me, and he ain't give it to me to lose, because then I'll be a bad steward over. Ain't that in the Bible? About being a bad steward over it? See, after a while, listen, it's so easy to show you ain't where you think you're at. A lot of stuff people think they want, a lot of y'all going to find when you hit into some things, it's going to be the worst thing you've done. Because you already ain't got a good value system. Your value system too bad. So you got it. When it comes to your salvation, this has to be mandated over everything else. It ain't about living right in this building either. I ain't got to be in this building to live right. We only come here so we can be taught. We can go back and reassess and value things. Look at, okay, where are we at? Okay, I got a better understanding about this, so I'm getting ready. Every time I know I'm impeding on a battle when I go ahead. Somebody's going to try me. Something's going to come. And I got to be ready to set in my mind, is this something that needs to be addressed now? And he said, avoid it. It's energy wasted. Don't put time in it. I got to keep moving. Because I got to value my soul. If I get too entangled in it, where that put me on my salvation? So when you start weighing it, people are like, man, you make everything about your salvation. I mean, why not? The people that hadn't, they've lost that opportunity. I don't want to be one of those people. I put in too much time to be one of those people. And you got to start looking at how important your salvation is. How important is it for you to understand what you're doing? How important is it for you to know exactly what he meant and what he wants you to do? Because when you get it wrong, this is just as bad as not doing it at all. Well, it ain't like I ain't tried, just got it wrong. This is worthy of death. He said when you do something without understanding, he said you're worthy of death because you shouldn't have done it. Well, I admit I ain't know, but I was just trying to do something. That's bad. People try to tackle stuff we don't know. It's just best to leave it alone. To go and do something that's going to put me in a situation I wash away everything I work for, I labor, doesn't make sense. Don't make sense. To go and build something and pluck it right back down, it's just stupid. And y'all really got to start looking at it, because a lot of y'all make some real bonehead decisions, and you don't consider, what does this put me at with him? I'm trying to be in a good place. I'm in a good place. I'm in a good place with myself. I'm in a good place. I want to be here. I don't want to better this situation. I don't want to do anything that's going to hurt this situation. I don't want to do nothing that can be irreconcilable difference. Where he said, at this point, we're done. I can't do anything else for you. Listen, when you get to a certain point of knowledge, y'all understand, I can't do nothing for you at that point. Because now when you start making these little bonehead stews, I know you might say, well, that's why I ain't trying to know too much. That's going to be dangerous too. So this is one of them situations where you need to consider, when you get knowledge, you need to really sit down and you need to make sure what you do. Because you could do something that could put you out to where you can't recover. Y'all got it? Y'all want that pressure? You want that pressure? See, everybody want to be saved. I know. Man, get saved. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Yes, you do. You got to worry about if you mess around, you fall away, you can't be renewed again. And you know they tell you, well, once you say he keep you from what? He closed down liquor stores. He got rid of all the holes. Them holes out there, and they open them own liquor stores. You got to, it's the fear. It's the knowledge of now. And now listen, I want this to be what you want. I want this to be what you want. I ain't taking no liquor store down. And that don't why I got to keep you get out. And I got to kill her, go tie up all the holes. So did that get out your heart? Because ain't no liquor store around you, you still want to get drunk. See what I'm saying? You got it's just things we really got to get, just kind of get in your mind. A lot of us, the only reason we ain't doing it because the opportunity ain't availed itself. The offer hadn't been there. It ain't you not doing it because you're considering, and that's where we need to be at. It needs to be, I'm not doing it because I desire, my wanting, my longing is to be with him and not to burn. When that's not it, it's just a temporary fix. You'll be right back where you used to be. That's why I used to be all the time. I've been down. And it gets discouraging until you really process it and realize this is something very much doable. It's choices. Choose you this day. Don't people have no Ruach HaKodesh? Those people had experienced it. I just came out of Mizraim. I watched people get cut down and killed on the Husha. Now Yahusha is leading us. And now we getting out of another situation and we done made it over. And now when I made it over, he said, choose who you gonna serve. Ain't no spirit came down there and told him that, made nobody do nothing. These are choices. Like, I choose not to. This is my choice. He not gonna make me choose. That's my choice. If you want to burn, that's your choice. It's a bad choice. It's a dumb decision. When you consider, how long can you do this? You know what I need to do? I need to get me a little bucket up here, something, this metal pan, put me something and burn it, and let y'all come in and stick in here and show me how long you can do it. That'll show it right there if you're ready to go. If you can actually handle burning the rest of your life. I know you can't do it long. You can lie to yourself and play firewalker you want to, and you're going to have the scar to burn it. You're going to have the scar to bear with it. Don't you be stupid. Listen, you think in your mind you can handle it. You're not going to be able to handle it. You're going to be forced to suffer it. I can't afford to do it. I done suffered enough. I ain't suffered for Sadiq more than I suffered for the Rosh I've done. So all these things, I just want y'all to consider. These are choices. All he does, your experiences, based off of what he's done for you. Why wouldn't you appreciate him enough that you realize, I can't go back to that. I failed at it. If y'all guys were successful, you wouldn't even be him. You wouldn't be him. If you were successful at what you were doing that side, you wouldn't be him. Wouldn't be no need to. That's why a lot of people doing what they're doing. Some of them not here because they can't find their way. Some here because they feel like they're actually making it. But how long? How long can you keep making it? How long can you keep living? How long can you stay healthy? A lot of us, how many of y'all used to drink? Used to smoke. But you don't do it now. And you don't have no health problem. Where the people at? You used to smoke, you used to drink, you don't have no health problem. Raise your hands up. How long you think they're gonna be? You getting older. We did damage to our body. That damage coming back and catch you eventually. Eventually catch up with you. See, all this, and guess what we learned with that? That's the way sin works. Eventually it's gonna catch up with you. You just gotta keep living. So a lot of times we felt like, whew, I made it, I got out. We made decisions. And those decisions, they gotta be paid for. All right, you listen, we ran them across that cash register, and that man just tatted it up and said, this your bill. You say, well, I done it. Look, you're like, hold on, look at that thing. So hold on for a minute. Then you look, you said, I guess have y'all seen it before you look at that thing? You like, hold on, so something wrong. You go and look at that thing, you looking and realize, no, that's right. They just wait on you to get through. Be like, okay. You ready to pay? You be yeah. You be thinking, this ain't, guess what? That's how it's gonna be with you. When he show your bill, don't worry, you can go back, you can look it back over. You did it. That's your bill. You ready to pay? So the only thing you wait for, you in line. You just waiting to get to the register. Now you better start going back through that bucket and realize you can put some of that junk back. You better get that junk out your bucket before you get up there. He ain't gonna be that stuff telling him, take that off. He said, no, I ain't taking none of this off. All this on him. This is what you've accumulated. So let's really sit down and process why we in here this long. He got a reason. They were predestinate. Listen, I can run y'all through 30 minutes and get you in and get you out. Are you gonna be better off? Because nobody really spoke to your intelligence and really get you to consider. You can do this. Every one of y'all in here, you can do it. Let me tell you something. Cam gone. Ain't no spirit made me do that. That was a choice. That choice I made to pick it up is the same choice I could have made to leave it alone. Ain't no use to talk about when the police come, that thing start ringing them out, they start searching for that thing ring. They say, well, let's just call the phone and go out my pocket. Don't look at stupid. Come on, man. They quit tripping, man. We supposed to be brothers. Don't pull that now. I made the choice. I should have weighed it all together. I should have counted all that up. I get caught, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail, I can get a turning. I got to try to get a bond. I already got felons already on here, and they can send me away. And he's going, man, come on, you going to do a nigga like that, man? I got a family. I don't pull that stuff. You talking about the same family you had when you stole it. And who ain't buying that food? You talking about what you got? That's the same family I had when I made the choice to get it. Don't pull that junk now. And guess what? I've been guilty of it. Now you get what he's looking at. He said, you know you can't pull that no more once you got knowledge, right? That's what you trade in. You trade in that. I ain't think about it. If I had it, it'd do over. See, I can't use that. That's why I told you. That's what I'm in a state where I can't sit around and just pray about it and say, what I'm gonna say? If I had to do it again, he said, you had to do it then. What you do? Why do you think he told you, no more, you can't keep me in children, toss to and fro? Where did somebody piss me off? Now I got to read the jack off. I got to read the smoke dope. I got to read to get drunk. I got to read. Stop it. Just stop it. People's choice ain't have nothing to do with me. It might affect me and upset me, but at the same, that don't have anything to do with what my obligation is. Because regardless of what you do, I've been instructed what I'm supposed to do concerning him. Regardless of what you do, he's looking at, what did I tell you to do? I don't care if Ernie got me so pissed, I just lost it, let them words start flying out, and before I know it, I lost it and blasted it. What are they going to say? Well, man, that's a different one. Think about that now, since Ernie pissed you off like that. Who ain't going to use that? He's looking at Ernie's decision or what? Listen, I'm supposed to maintain lane. Maintain lane. That's my maintain lane. You know what I'm supposed to mess up? They see a car getting over and they just run on off the road. That car might recover and pick back up. And I'm trying to explain to the police like, well, I hear you, but I got to go right. You left the lane. I ain't got no choice. Somebody, they not here though. They not here. All I know is I'm here with you and you sitting over here and you don't hit somebody, you don't went off the road. I have no witnesses to your statement. I have to maintain lane. And the problem being with us, you've been swerving. You've been swerving. I'm telling you, maintain lane. People go, Listen, he told you it's impossible, people. Offense gonna come. It said, why am I getting time? Don't let nothing happen. Don't let no traffic be backed up. Let all the red lights be green. Is this a fruitful plow? This is a waste of time. This is Atlanta, Georgia. That third thing gonna be shut down. It's gonna be gridlock, locked down, and nobody own it. Just from air. Why am I wasting time plowing for no traffic and all the red lights to be good? You know every light you get, you're gonna be red. That thing, wait, as soon as you get it, you can't, in a pole, you got a lock brake that kind of come off pumping, and you're gonna slid past the marker. You know that, so why you putting out? Don't even waste time plowing for that. Just plow, just keep me in a mindset. You know what I'm saying? Keep my mind. I know things gonna happen. If that don't come at you that way, that's just the day. But if you live tomorrow, it's another day coming. I don't get time. Let me have a good week. Man, listen, I'm just trying to get through the day. That's too much to ask for. Who told you you living this whole week? Boy, if this just be a good month for me, I'm gonna kill you in the next 5 minutes. How you got to a month? See, we take too much on assuming something's given up. The fact that he allots me another day, that's why I become appreciative. I didn't consider that. I consider, son, listen, this is a moment-to-moment basis. And when I see fit and when I get ready, I'm taking you out of him. So you consider that, and he's been gracious enough to give me this opportunity. I want to show my appreciation by, let me just keep your mandate. When I see your word, I don't know, I want to know. Because I don't want to impede. I don't want to cross you. I don't want to burn. I don't want to die. I don't want to suffer. All these things on the table for me. But when I make choices, I can't say, I don't want to die, I don't want to burn, I don't want to suffer. Because my behavior is saying something different than my mouth saying. I don't think, I really don't want to die, Rob. I really don't want to die. I really don't want to go to hell. I just want to live right. I don't want that. Lord, please don't let me die and go to hell. Y'all heard me? Did I sound honest? Please don't let me die. I'll go to hell. But I got the stuff. Why am I doing the work to go? Y'all say dumb stuff. It's dumb. What did my action just show? What I just said out of my mouth, I don't. That's what he told you. Your mouth, you show much of heart, but your covenant, you go right contrary. Start living like you don't want to die. Live like you don't want to suffer. That's what we're going to do. Every person in here, you watching in, you got the ability to do it. Every one of y'all. Don't own about it. You got it. All is about a choice. That's simple. It's a choice. It's a choice. I know you're saying, choose to live than die. That's what he told them. He said, choose life so you can live. He's like, I don't want to kill you, but I'll kill you. He said, if you break one of them, I'm going to kill you. I want you to do, and then people think he wants you to die. Why would he say choose life? I said two things for you, life and death. Life, death. I said, Baraka, all our cursing. He said, choose life so you can live. How he want me to die? He give me options. Choose death. I'm going to give you options. Here go death. Make a choice. What's the choice? What chance am I giving? How is this man not giving you a chance when he told you to choose? The man gave every one of us a choice. Quit saying stupid stuff. Like y'all just believe dumb stuff for no reason because you've been bought into the foolishness of you cursed. How you get to hear the word when he told you people can't see, can't hear? The man favored you where it count. What good is all these people good when the world burns? The world is in what really, let's be honest, what good is it? Can you jump up and go anywhere you want to go right now? Man, it's either flooded, burning, or drought out. The water, don't y'all know I said y'all that? The water, you know the folk getting bacteria from being in the water because it's warm. Did y'all know that? The water has bacteria. Listen, people are getting sick from getting this warm water. All the butt naked, you want to lay out there in a two-piece. Just a halt to talk. The man burnt, listen, he making them, when you know folk get sick from sitting in water? How that work when you take a hot bath? Only Yahuwah. See, it's been looking good for years. I need about a bikini. I'm just where I come from. Go on out there, nigga. He said, I got something for you. I had you so sold up out there. The man, listen, the man is taking everybody down. All these vacation spots, these folks losing right now. Water too hot. Nobody trying to go nowhere and travel nowhere to sit hot water they can sit in. Man, that man melt glaciers. Y'all ain't seen that stuff melt? Man, stuff there, listen, man, they got so much ice, put this in the water, just float, just melt. Look like ice. Listen, I'm talking about it just melt, which means they're going to raise the sea level. Yahuwah he punishing them. That's from spit. That ain't COVID. That ain't but 3. Yeah, that ain't but 3. 17, you get 17. Yeah, 17, you're done. I know you got something. It's like he told the man 70 times in a day. But no, that spit went the wrong way. But I do. There's somebody gone for that little spit. But I'm telling y'all, I mean this, and I know it's time taking, but I'm sick of this mentality of I ain't gonna make it. Please come tell me. I'm gonna lick my hand. I'm gonna let somebody with COVID cough in my face. I'm gonna cough. I'm saying cough. I'm gonna slap your behind down because that's a lie from the pits of Sheol. Everybody here can make it. All you gotta do is have a will to live. Take your time. We go. What is you ain't understood? Tell me. What is you're not getting? It's all about what we want to do. The biggest thing that keep man from learning and catching on is us. Hit that on us. If it's something I want to do, it's something I don't want to get it. I don't want to know it. It's all about us. You just gotta want to live. This whole book, you ain't gonna believe it. This whole book is about living. I know it's a lot of dying. You ain't gonna believe why? Because I want you to live. He wrote all this about people dying because I was hoping to scare you that you want to live. You thinking that man favored us. Man, we were so stupid out here. We had no knowledge. No knowledge that man could have cut us off. That man could have cut us. Listen, we could have been gone. Man, spared us to be here and realize. I let you read a book about all these people, these numbskulls that didn't listen. These baboons that chose their own way and they tried me. And I killed them. But I already had predestinated to save you. Those people that have a fighting chance. That don't make you look at how I favored you. Them people were right there. I cut them off. I didn't favor them. I favored you. I chose you way before you even thought about I chose you. Ain't about no your mom or your dad before that. I skipped over a lot of people in your family. I chose you. You descend out from some people. Listen, I disinherited those people. I came back. Think about it. I try to let y'all go. He called them Lo-Ami, which was, do you know he said in the place where it was said they were not my people, he said they were going to be called the people of Elohim, which means I waited until a whole the dog got wrapped. Listen, I waited till a whole bunch of people got washed out. I came back and said, my people. Amen. My people. That's the only way I could disinherit them. I had to cut them off. I had to purposely cut them off, then come back and re-inherit so you can get in. He did that for you, for me. Don't think of no group. Every individual. Every individual. You will pick. You want to know, give me all these. There wasn't no junk off no shelf. Everybody was hand-picked. That's why I showed you. You were hand-picked. Hand-picked. Just like when Bell used to get that cotton. That cotton none of that cotton Bell got came from no cotton gin. You not finna walk up on her face and tell about no Eli Whitney. All that cotton, hand-picked. You ain't gonna believe it. Why you think he showed me the hand? He told the time, he said, you didn't pick me. I picked you. He let him know. He said, he told him, none of them picked him. He said, I picked you. Everybody hand-picked. Don't go with that junk. It's just because I'm in here. You talking stupid. Sir, ma'am, young people, you're hand-picked. Hand-picked. Listen, I purposely didn't pick somebody else because I picked you. That make a difference how you look at yourself. You thinking, I'm just kind of in the crowd. You think he don't know who in the crowd? How you think he knew how to kill people and keep them? I know who in the crowd. Quit that stupid stuff. I'm just overlooked. He just meant, but I know later on. Quit talking stupid. That's the purpose of listening to make sure you comprehend the height, the depth, everything about the length. I mean, everything about this. Encompass everything about it. It makes a difference in how you see him, how you worship him, how you among in him. It makes a difference. When you know this man literally picked you. He picked you. Y'all understand that? Nobody, it ain't no, well, preacher. No, He picked you. I want you to say that. Do this. Everybody. You know why? He picked you. That make a difference. So my gratitude is servitude. My gratitude is not my mouth and what I say, because my teeth and tongue say anything. My gratitude is my servitude. I commit myself to this, man. Whatever I got to do to get in, I want to do it. I want to do it. It ain't no, oh, this just, no. After what I've done, I do that thing willingly. That my gratitude and my servitude. I show it by how I serve it. Y'all hear me? I'm grateful to know I was handpicked. Those people who got those big, he picked them too. Just not for this. That ain't every one of them. Those people athletically inclined, he picked them too. Just not all of them for this. The fact that he picked me for salvation, I let my gratitude be my servitude. That's what I want you. Let your gratitude be servitude. You ain't got to I'm going to jump up and run around and hit it. Did he ask you to do it? Let your gratitude be your servitude. That's two. It's okay. It's okay.